Okay, and we're back. Hopefully you can hear all of these wonderful people now.
Let's find out.
Back for the first time.
Oh.
Now with sound.
It's a spooky haunted stream, haunted by the ghost of my rank incompetence. Welcome back, folks. Joe, Capjack, Michi, you want to start over? Because they would have only have heard me in the introduction.
Oh, so they did hear you. I was like, okay,
No, we
if
could
you're overwhelmed,
not even
I can.
hear you, by the way. We could hear no one.
I didn't come through either? Hey folks, welcome to the party. It's a wonderful place here where we're going to play an awesome game. Joe's going to introduce what that game is very quickly. I'm going to talk about the fact that we have sponsors. We have Devin Rue, we have So Nerdware, we have Tabletop Loot. Those are all amazing. And most amazing of all, Roll20, who are just a new, amazing, great super sponsor. They're rad. Check them out over in the chat, because that's where there's links, and I'm so sorry. We also have a really amazing Patreon that we are adding more and more cool stuff to, that you can come to give us the money to make all of this happen, because people's time is never free, and it's, a big pain in the butt, capitalism, etc. Finally, we have an incredible Discord where you can meet other people who know what they're doing, unlike this idiot right here. Go talk to them. The links are over there or down here. Joe, take it away. I'm gonna go wish that this was vodka.
If you roleplay hard enough, it will be vodka.
Yay!
Hello, everyone. I just put Grant Howitt's Twitter in the chat, not because he's present, but because he is the author of the game we are playing tonight, Heist, which is a one-page role-playing game. If you were here for the silent version, that's what I was holding up when I showed a piece of paper next to my face. Grant does a lot of one-page role-playing games that are hilarious and fantastic, and this is one of his most popular ones, Heist, in which everyone is a bear who is going to participate in the greatest heist the world has ever seen, because it is HoneyCon 2019, and the bears are going to Ocean's 11 style rob the place of all the honey and get out scot-free without a problem. In this case, because it's Halloween month, we are doing Haunted Honey Heist, Bearanormal activity. And in addition to the regular rules, in which each bear has a bear type, a role, some stats, and a descriptor, and a hat, they also have a special, one-time special house rule of some Bearanormal expertise, which they will each explain to you as we go around. So starting with Grawley, can you please tell us about your character?
Hey everyone, I am Capjack, or at Captain Jake Cross on the Twitters, and tonight I'll be playing Grawley. Grawley's a grizzly bear. They're the face of the party, and they're very, very special. They have two hats. That's why they're at front of everything. It's a cowboy hat on top of a top hat. Yeah, it's fancy. Now, their paranormal expertise is they're skeptic. There's no such thing as ghosts. Never seen one. Ever.
Thank you very much. And moving on to Karen. Karen! What's Karen's deal?
So hi, I'm Michi, and I'm playing Karen, who is an unhinged honey badger. She is the muscle. You may remember her from last year. Sucking up ghosts with a vacuum cleaner. It's fine. Her paranormal expertise is that she is haunted, and she also wears a fez.
So just so I know, because I didn't see the previous story that Karen was in, there were ghosts in that one as well.
Yep.
By extraordinary coincidence.
Extraordinary.
So Karen is very experienced and knows exactly what to do in this situation, and also knows how to use a vacuum cleaner.
She knows how to murder them when they're alive and then murder them again.
And she's haunted. By whom exactly? We will see. Going down to Minimum.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm playing Minimum, the panda bear thief who does the absolute bare minimum amount required ever. She is retired, and her paranormal expertise is that she is a medium.
And I'm going to type what you typed to me in our preparation chat, which is the greatest, bare minimum, the medium. Hey, Mr. Puddins. And then going down to Imperator Furiosa.
Hey everyone. My name is Fox. That's at Fox_Barrett on Twitter. And today I will be portraying Imperator Furiosa. I
What was your last name again?
Furiosa.
No, your last name.
Oh, my name. Yes, my last name is also Barrett, which is
Thank
true. It is itself. Yes, I could. There was brief talk of me just being Fox Barrett, but hey, I don't know people. Anyway, yes, I'm a polar bear, hence this obvious polar bear costume. I'm very slick, which I'm not quite sure how that works for a bear. I think it's a lot of how you present yourself to the world and less what you're actually capable of. What I'm capable of, apparently, is driving. That's my role, is I'm the driver. This was the closest I could find to a bowler hat, so you'll just have to kind of use your imagination for a giant polar bear lady wearing a bowler hat. And my bear...
Bowler hat?
Yes. Polar hat.
Polar hat.
Polar hat. I wear a polar hat. And my Bearanormal expertise is that I'm the deceased. So, I like to think I believe in ghosts on account of I believe in myself.
And Grawley doesn't believe in you.
It's okay.
Not a ghost.
And Mama?
Hi, I'm Ulfrig Online, and I'll be playing Mama Bear tonight. And Mama, well, she's just a good old country girl who's so happy to be here, don't you know?
Oh,
and
no.
She is the brains of the operation, as if y'all didn't know that already. She is a black bear and a documentarian when it comes to all of this hooky spooky weirdness, you know what I mean. So, and she is, not necessarily to her knowledge, but she is frankly incompetent.
So Mama, the incompetent brain of the operation, who is going to document the paranormal activity as it's discovered. Excellent. So now the way this game works is each of you has 2 stats, bear and criminal. If you want to do something that may or may not succeed, and that activity is something that is more of what a bear would do, you will roll a d6 and you will try to get less than or equal to your bear stat to succeed. If you want to do something that is more what a criminal would do, then you would roll a d6 and try to roll less than or equal to your criminal stat. When you fail at something, either a roll of something important or if the plan just does not go your way when you were hoping it would, you become frustrated and you become more bear-like and less criminal-like. Your criminal stat goes down a point and your bear stat goes up a point. So they always total 6. And if you succeed and the plan goes smoothly just as you expected it to, then your criminal stat goes up and your bear stat goes down by 1 point. Anytime that you want to make your bear stat go up on purpose, you can just eat a whole bunch of honey. If you can find a bunch of honey and you devour it, your bear stat goes up and your criminal stat goes down on purpose. If you ever want to make your criminal stat go up on purpose, you can do a flashback to a scene where you were planning the heist and talk about how you prepared for the situation and why that makes it all the more likely that it'll work. And it brings you back into your criminal mindset, makes your criminal stat go up and your bear stat go down. You want to keep them generally balanced most of the time, because if your criminal stat ever goes all the way to 6 and your bear stat goes to 0, then you will betray the party and you will lose all sense of propriety and do something terrible to the rest of the people that you're supposed to be working with, and you will run off by yourself, and it will be bad. And likewise, if your bear stat ever goes to 6 and your criminal goes to 0, then you will lose all composure and go on a rampage and eventually get picked up by the local animal control. So you don't want either of those things to happen, because it means your character can no longer function in the game. They have lost all sense of balance. You have to bring balance to the bear and criminal. Any questions about that?
Why?
Why? Why are those the rules?
No, yeah.
Page.
That's great. This is
'Cause it fits
fantastic.
on one page.
This is nonsense. Let's do it.
Absolute nonsense. I do have several pages of notes that I'm going to pull from, but I'm also going to do the basic setup on the sheet, the rules sheet, which is the honeycon. Normally you would roll for where is the honeycon being held, but in this case it's being held in a creepy mansion on the hill because it's Halloween time. And aside from loads of money, the prize is ultra dense mega honey from especially posh bees.
What?
This honeycon has multiple juicy targets for your criminal enterprise. There's lots of honey from different companies. You've heard rumors that some of the honey has special properties, that it's more than just delicious. It may do something to you. But there's this ultra dense mega honey from especially posh bees, the richest bees. And there's also something you've heard rumors about, which is the Golden Mask honey pot. You're not sure what the Golden Mask honey pot is. You just know that it is the most prized of all of the assets in the honey industry. So the security features, let's see, do you know? No, you do know about these security features. So I'm going to roll twice. The security features are laser tripwire grids. The haunted mansion does have laser tripwire grids. It's been retrofitted. And rolling again. Electronically locked doors. And the good news is that no, we do not have a hacker. So it's going to be an especially interesting challenge to get through the electronically locked doors and the laser tripwire grid. Electronically locked doors and the laser tripwire grid. That's what you've been able to find out, besides the fact that this house on the hill is, there's rumors that it has ghosts and things, but as Grawley has repeatedly told you, that's all just superstition and nonsense. And the convention organizer is greedy and wicked. So you should feel no pangs of remorse as your slightly anthropomorphic bear activity leads you to think with your big brains, and you might think this is wrong to steal. No, it's not wrong to steal. These are bad people. And they have hoarded all the honey for themselves. This is the 1% of the honey industry. So you're really doing a justice by taking everything from them. You are, again, a polar bear, a grizzly, a honey badger, who's not technically a bear, but the bears don't want to say anything.
I'm not going to argue with her.
No. And a black bear and a panda. You each have a specialty that your species gives you. The grizzly is good at doing the action of terrify. The polar bear can swim. The panda can eat anything that looks like bamboo. The black bear can climb, and the honey badger is particularly good at carnage.
I'm sorry, not bamboo. Anything bamboo-ish.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
Awesome.
If it looks like bamboo in some way,
Okay.
the panda
I can eat it.
Bamboo, fancy
panda
people
is
canes,
capable of eating
electronics.
it and happy to eat it.
Good,
that can come in
good.
handy.
This is good.
So you are all getting together, multicultural group of bears and almost bears, to plan this heist and figure out how you're going to approach this house. HoneyCon has already started. There are you know the address of the house, and you know that there are a lot of industry bigwigs, real rich honey tycoons in this house. But you are planning how you're going to do this. So where would you like to do your planning? Would you like to be in the woods? Would you like to go to a bar? Would you like to do it in the street? Would you like to do it? Where would you like to? Where do you spend your time planning your heists?
Well, I mean, tradition would dictate like a disused warehouse or some kind of like.
Yep, there is a disused warehouse. It's a perfect
industrial
place
building
for a bunch of bears to meet. There are bear girders. There's dust. There's a big metal table, and lots of privacy and very dramatic light streaming in through the windows. It is not yet sundown, and you've all gathered together.
All right, Mama. What kind of job you have for us?
Well, y'all, I think you're all gonna enjoy this one just a bit. And my favorite part of this stream so far is breaking Imperator Furiosa every time I open my mouth. So,
I'm not going to be able to keep it inside. You keep doing that. Just warning you.
And we are gonna rob us a haunted house of some super honey, and we just need to find out how to do it. But I say that we just go up and knock on that front door, and if they're unfriendly, well, we just push them out of the way and get that honey. What y'all think about that?
I mean, I can talk to people pretty good, and if me talking to them doesn't work, I yell at them. If that don't work, well, Karen.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the most confrontational sort, but if that's the kind of thing you want to go with, that's what we could do. I mean, certainly, when we cased the place, they seem to have a lot of laser tripwires, and like, I don't know if I can really step around those. I'm kind of a big bear.
Minnie, you have heard a rumor that because this is taking place Halloween night, that it is most likely going to be double purpose as a honey convention for industry experts and a costume party.
Ooh, maybe we could show up as trick-or-treaters since it's gonna be on Halloween anyways.
Yeah, we all have these fabulous hats, after all.
The hat, they'll know exactly what kind of outfit we're wearing.
I mean, we should probably make sure Karen hasn't eaten hers, though. Are you okay
That's
over there,
fine.
sweetie? Okay.
Fine. My friend.
That's what the fizz. See, I'm a fancy cowboy. That's perfect.
Ah.
Straighten my crown.
So we got fancy cowboy, royalty, Karen, witch, and
Hi!
how do you do that?
What, you mean be translucent? It's on account of I'm dead.
No, I mean, like, where are you doing the programming from this really good hologram?
Oh, you mean that? I'm pretty sure it comes from the afterlife. On account of I'm dead.
Commit to the bit. I like it. Like, look up this afterlife company in the woods.
Yeah. They're not the brightest bunch of bananas. It's okay though. But hey, maybe we get some like shopping bags or maybe like some pillowcases or something. You know, so as to better sell the bit.
There's some people gonna have them out there, right? We'll just knock them over and take them.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Good call.
It's about 5 p.m. The sun is still up, but there are children and families trick-or-treating.
Are we gonna go beat up children? Is that where this starts? Okay. I love this planet. I'm excited to be a part of it.
All right.
Well,
Worst
y'all,
thing I've done
we
recently.
could just like join up with a group of children. What if we did that? We just like hung on the back and we're like, look, we're children in our costumes too.
Maybe some people give out honey too. That's a good idea.
I don't know if I know a lot of 8-foot tall children, but we could give it a try.
Can always try.
Let's go
Actually-
trick or treating.
Yeah.
I like the trick part.
So you step outside looking for trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see a family. You see a mother and a father and 3 children. The children are dressed as a pirate and a fairy and a mermaid. And they're walking from one house to the next, and they have little pumpkin plastic bags. And the parents are hurrying them along, staying close.
I got this, watch. Rolly's gonna walk up and go, excuse me, you mind if we tag along with your trick-or-treating? It's my children's first time. Which, to the bears, that is what I say. To everyone else, it's...
Yes, the children start crying and turn to run away, and the parents look at you in disapproval and
Have a hat, it's fine.
and mother
Two
says,
hats.
how could you
Two hats.
they're just little children. And they
Oh, bite her ankles.
bite her ankles. Roll bear.
Oh, that is a 3.
A 3 is successful. You bite her ankles, and she screams and tries to kick at you and tries to run away, but can't leave her kids behind. Tries to get the kids to follow her, and the father tries to push you off, but doesn't know who you are or what he should touch or not touch, and they attempt to get away. Do you chase them?
No, that was enough.
The family runs.
Mama is going to see if she can take care of them cute little cubs.
While this,
Just give them a big old
things
bear
with
hug.
while this with Karen is happening, can Minnie try to steal the trick-or-treat bags from the small children?
Yes, roll criminal.
Oh, that's a 4.
A 4. You grab at the trick-or-treat bags, but the children, although terrified, do not want to let go of their candy.
I mean,
And
fair.
Accurate.
they run away from you, more terrified than ever that someone is trying to steal their candy. And Karen, you were letting them go?
Yeah.
They run screaming down the street and around the corner.
On second thought, maybe we don't need bags.
Maybe not.
Do we want a bit of a dry run? Try that house right there. Knock and see if they give us candy.
Hey, maybe they'll put candy in our hats. Those could kind of hold stuff, right?
I lift mine up. It's got a hole in the middle. Crown.
Okay, so it's not a perfect plan, but...
Wait. I have 2 hats.
You have 2 hats.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, that's why I think ahead.
As far as you know, your hats do help disguise you as humans. Humans wear hats, and therefore, when you are seen wearing hats, you assume that humans would think that you're human. If you take off your hats, it is possible that the humans might notice that you're bears.
So Grawley and I, because they've got 2 hats, I've got kind of a hat, can take one of your hats and we can try it as a dry run.
Well,
Yeah.
if I take off that hat, then they'll just think I'm fancy and not a fancy cowboy.
Well,
That's not a
Fair.
costume fancy.
okay, so maybe what we need to do then, instead of finding bags, is we need to go find some more hats. And then we take those hats to go get trick-or-treat candy with. And then we can test and find out if this whole plan even works.
Me hats, all right.
Yeah.
There are more children walking by who are wearing costumes that include hats.
Get the hats!
Hats!
Oh. Yeah, just go
So-
up to the children and terrified. Give me your hat.
Comes out as growling.
Yeah. Are you okay? So you're trying to intimidate these children with your bear ability.
Yep.
To get the hat. So roll bear.
That's solid 4. Nope.
The child just laughs and thinks that they're like, that's cool. And they keep walking.
It worked. Come on, let's go.
Let's go back to plan A and tag along with this little bean.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We all start traipsing after the kid.
Turning a loss into a win. Now there are 5 bears
Very
walking after this child who was dressed as a little police officer with a little police officer's hat. And
real quick, Midgardia, thank you for the raid. Hi, for just joining us.
Oh, thank
We're
you
bears.
for the raid, Midgardia.
Most of us.
We're asshole
bears.
bears.
Assaulting children on Halloween, as bears do.
I assaulted a parent. Thank you.
True.
True.
No one has successfully stolen anything from a child yet.
Give it time.
I have tried.
Are there any babies? Maybe we could succeed at stealing candy from one of them.
There are babies.
We don't need candy. We need their candy receptacles so that we have a cover story when we go do the
When we go
heist.
trick or treat.
This is a good plan, y'all. It's very solid.
There are some parents
will go wrong.
with babies in strollers and carriages.
Hey, those will hold a lot of both honey and candy.
I'm so glad I
I'm
wasn't
pretty-
the one
I'm pretty
thinking
good
it.
I'm pretty good at driving, so I'm pretty sure I could move that thing around okay.
There you go. We'll just, yeet out the extra bit.
Sounds like a snack.
First yeet of the night.
Okay, I'm gonna go
How's
and
that?
try and I'd like to go try and commandeer this woman's stroller.
What method do you use to try to commandeer the stroller?
Oh, shove her over and grab it.
Okay, roll bear.
And as I recall, I need to roll at or under my bear stat, which is currently
That's
3.
correct.
Fantastic.
And if
I
we fail
rolled-
a roll, do we move the counter? I forget.
If you feel sufficiently frustrated, if enough things are going wrong, then
Oh, okay, cool.
you can feel like it's time, or I can tell you that it's time to move a bear. It doesn't have to be every roll.
Okay. I rolled a hot 2 on my bear.
You
So
shove
that's
her
under
over. She yelps and falls to the ground. Her baby looks at you.
Somebody's gonna need to empty this thing so what we can put all the candy and honey inside of it.
I can
All
empty
right.
it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Oh god.
step in before
Don't let Karen.
Karen does anything
Yes.
and just scoop out the baby and put it next to the mom so we can steal the stroller.
The mom screams that you're as you're stealing her stroller and leaving her on the ground,
Very fair.
but does instinctively hold on to the baby as the most prized possession of this particular assault, and does not fight the bear who's stealing the stroller. She lets you go.
Fine, I'm gonna get in the stroller then.
Oh.
You get in the stroller.
Karen's going to pretend to be the baby in the stroller.
Excellent. So Karen, for those just joining us, Karen is a honey badger wearing a fez, pretending to be a baby on Halloween.
Like
Is
you
there
do.
like
Oh,
a
Has
that's
one
a
done.
bag
perfect
attached to the stroller?
disguise.
Yeah, it's good. Honey badgers are, like that,
Stroller sized ish.
stroller sized. Better than more than the rest of you.
Well, I guess I
Um,
can't die twice, so I'll keep pushing.
Okay, roll
Is there-
roll your criminal to drive this
Totally.
this stroller.
To drive this
Drive this
vehicle.
stroller. Yes.
Since it's using the skill, doesn't Fox get 2d6? And then pick the lowest?
Is that what it says? That's
Oh, is
what
that
some
how that
people
works?
have done. It doesn't actually say that, but I do like that rule. I think that's what they did. Oh no, you're right.
Yeah,
When-
using your bear
if
special
if
skill.
it's you're using your bear special skill, you roll 2 dice and pick the lowest, right?
Doing
You roll
it.
with advantage. Yes, thank
Well-
you for reminding me of that.
Good news, I roll a 1, so either way. But thank you.
All right, you got
Uh,
this so smooth. You're like, oh yeah, I can really rev this baby.
This stroller, this baby stroller.
You're pushing this baby stroller like a pro. It's so smooth. It's like the wheels are so parallel. You're so impressed with yourself. It's not swerving all over the road. You haven't knocked it over. It's incredible. You're like a human. This is badass. So you now have a stroller with a honey badger in it.
I could really Tokyo drift this thing, you guys. I think I could really get some mileage out of it.
Wow. Is there like a
All right.
diaper bag attached to the stroller out of
Yes.
curiosity?
Yes, there is.
We have a bag.
We got a bag.
There's all kinds of stuff in there. There's like baby
That's why you're the
toys.
smart one.
Yeah.
We got a bag and a getaway vehicle.
There's
We're
a
all
bottle.
set.
There's a bottle of formula in there. There's
Anything that looks like bamboo.
it looks like bamboo.
Teething sticks.
There's some teething sticks. You could munch on those. You could
Sure.
eat those.
Why not?
All right. Yeah. You eat the teething sticks. They're real good. There are still 4 of you walking, and the house is not close by.
Hey, where am I taking this thing anyway?
We're
Let's
going.
test this house up here. Make sure the plan works. Try run.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So you, what do you do?
Push the stroller up to the front door with Karen
Yeah.
inside.
And Karen, what are you doing in the stroller?
Kara's just kind of like leaned back, tapping her fingers together, just waiting.
Like a baby. Okay. And
Mama's going to take that bottle and she's going to hand it to you and say, "Here, I see the human cubs have this with their young ones." Yes.
okay, you eat the bottle.
Nah. Tastes like plastic.
I think it is plastic.
Well, I would explain it.
Yeah.
You hear people inside the house who are hearing people at their doorstep,
I ring the doorbell.
hearing something at their doorstep.
Does anybody remember what we're supposed to say when they come to the
I
door?
got this.
Okay.
It's
Who is it?
Candy.
I'm sorry?
Candy.
Someone cracks the door open and looks out. And you see this man looking out at you, looks you up and down. Wow, those are really good costumes. And he opens the door and he shows you a big bowl of candy, Snickers bars.
those things really satisfy, fam.
Are there any of the like Bitto honey things in there?
Do you want to dig under the Snickers bars?
Yeah.
Okay. You dig around and you find, yes, there are some pieces of honey candy as well.
This massive bear paw just poof.
Yeah. Yeah, the Snickers bars will all go flying and you're just smushing. And he says, 1 per customer. And what do you do? Minnie, with your hand in the cookie bowl,
I try to take 2.
candy bowl. You try to take 2 honey candies.
Yes, I'm a
Okay.
thief. I can do this.
Oh, yes. Yes, roll criminal with
Do I
advantage.
roll? Okay, yeah.
You roll 2d6 and take the lowest.
3.
You successfully take 2 honey candies out of the bowl when you've only been offered 1. There are Snickers bars all over the doorstep that you've knocked out. And the man looks very intimidated.
I'll just pick up one of the floor Snickers and smile at the nice man.
Poor Snickers.
You
I take
bare,
my 2 and walk away.
you bare your teeth, and he looks terrified, seriously doubting that this is a costume now. And he offers the bowl
Tip
to
a
each.
hat.
Offers the wait. Who is at the doorstep? Everyone.
Oh, all of us.
I think
Oh,
all
All
of
of
us.
us.
He holds the bowl out to those who have not yet taken candy.
Candy. Bit of honey, right? Yeah.
You take a honey candy.
Oh yeah.
Honey candy.
And who has
I'm
not
getting
taken
the hat
candy?
for later.
Who has not yet taken a candy?
Mama, Karen.
Oh, you all
and
did.
Barrett.
I think
okay.
Mama and Karen haven't yet.
Take a honey candy.
Oh
Take a
yeah,
honey
I'll
candy.
take one of them hunting candies.
Okay. He says, "Happy Halloween,"
Halloween, that's what it was.
and he
Which of course
closes the
comes out as
door.
growling. What a nice man.
You all have, well, I think you all have pieces of honey candy now.
Oh no,
Right?
I have a Snickers.
You have a Snickers.
Yeah.
Everyone who took a piece of honey candy, make a note of it.
Got this dope stroller though.
You do have a dope stroller,
And a floor Snickers.
and you're now experienced trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
That went well.
Masterfully pulled off. Well done.
Whose plan was that? Grelly.
Oh, it was Groy, yeah.
Yeah.
Grelly, take 1 point out of bear and put it into criminal.
Oh,
So you have 4 and 2. It's getting on towards dusk.
right. Now that we know how this works. Wait, oh, we forgot the second part.
We all need to be getting over to that big old fancy house.
We figured out how to
Yeah.
knock on
Super.
the door and get candy. How do we get inside?
Well, I thought we was just gonna,
Push.
yeah,
Once
be
the door is
bears at it.
open,
We
Launch
just
the
need-
stroller. But
I'll just sit in the front of it with my claws out, and you launch it.
Yeah.
And, just down the hall. It's fine.
Perfect. Can't go wrong. I like it.
It's pretty sneaky. They won't suspect a thing.
Okay, how are you going to get there?
how far away is it?
It's several miles away.
Oh God.
Are there any cars
Yep.
parked nearby?
Lots of cars. Lots of cars. Street parking.
Any big cars, like a pickup with a
Like,
giant bed or a
or-
big old minivan or anything?
There's a full-size
Fire
van.
truck or, you know.
There's
Fire
a-
truck would be good.
There's a full-size van, like don't get in the van kind of van,
God.
Okay.
Delivery van, like a delivery van.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Does
Okay.
it have free candy sprayed on it?
No.
Is
just a
the
parked van.
is the giant delivery van, is it locked?
It's closed. Do you go try to open it?
Yeah. This is a
Um,
great idea.
It does seem to be locked.
Oh, good
I don't
call.
have lock picks or anything on me, right?
I mean, not professional ones.
Okay.
The point of order: anything that gets you into a place is arguably a lockpick, and well,
Correct.
glass breaks.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you're a panda.
Yeah.
You weigh like what, 700 pounds? What's the panda weigh? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna break a window.
Which window?
Obviously the biggest one.
Yeah. Well, not the
We have to be able to
windshield.
get inside.
There are
That
2
makes
biggest
sense,
ones.
I'm just putting that
There's
out
what?
there.
Oh wait, no. I guess there's doors in the back, so there's only one biggest one,
Yeah.
and it's in the front. Is that
Yeah,
the one?
I'm not gonna break the windshield.
Aw, boo. Come on.
How do you
Yeah,
get in?
yeah, you know what?
How
No,
else we
yeah,
gonna get
I'll
in
break the
there?
windshield. Sure. This is great plan. Yeah,
Okay,
Break whatever,
roll
you break
there.
whatever you want. You can break whatever you want.
3.
You smash the windshield. There's glass everywhere.
Safety first, guys.
Oh yeah,
Flawless.
that's way bigger than the stroller, which I then cast aside.
Hey!
No, we need that. Oh
With
no.
Karen still in it.
Oh yeah.
Karen was still in it.
And
Now
start
Karen's just
crawling
rolling
in.
down the street.
Let's just start crawling into the front of the van. Through the
So you crawl
windshield.
through the windshield over the broken glass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So you're in the van.
Wait, can you
Gonna
can
go
you just
get
float him
Karen.
through the car into it as a ghost? Did we have to break this?
That's true. How ghostly am I?
What would you like? Would you like to test this? And you've never entered a car. You've never walked through a car because
Well, if I've already crawled
You're
in order to test
afterlife.
it, I would have to like
It's already broken.
walk
yeah.
back out. So yeah, I guess I try to like exit the car by phasing through it.
okay.
Like I don't know. I don't know how much of a ghost I am.
Roll criminal.
Okay. I could take a third stat. I could be a ghost. Let's see here. That's a 4.
No, you cannot go through it. You're not that kind of ghost.
Okay.
I don't think I'm a kind of the immaterial sort of ghost. I'm more like a ghost of Christmas past kind of ghost.
Okay.
Wild
Furiosa
engineer
has
said-
no idea what she means by that.
Wild engineer said hopefully it's not safety glass or it might get stuck on the paw. It is. It's smashed pretty good. It seems to be pretty old-fashioned windshield.
Problem with being a hologram. Hard light, hard's in the thing.
I don't think you know what a hologram is. I flipped down the sun visor, like Terminator 2 style. Are there keys up there by any chance?
Roll criminal.
Sure. That's a 6. So that's way
Okay.
over.
No, there are not keys there.
Damn it.
There's a steering wheel, there's a radio, there's a whole dashboard.
I
of
stick
stuff.
my head back out the front window then like, does anybody know how to hotwire a car?
Just chew on the wires. It's fine.
Raleigh's like chasing down Karen to recover the stroller.
The diaper bag. Okay, yeah, you find Karen. Karen is recovering from being tossed.
Oh, was Karen buckled in?
Was Karen buckled in?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Safety first.
Are you stuck, Karen?
Yes.
In the top of the stroller? Okay. Grolly, what are you doing?
Carefully moving around Karen and righting it and bringing it back.
Okay.
Avoiding biting range.
You bring it back towards the van.
And get in the van.
Wait, what? You're getting in the
In the van.
yeet it in the van.
Yeah.
So you're trying to
made this.
you're trying to shove a fully open stroller through a windshield.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Darling. That's not how that works. Come here.
As soon as they start pushing it in, I'm trying pulling from the other side like, yeah, it's a good idea!
Okay. Both of you roll criminal.
Now we have a vehicle inside a vehicle. That's a 5.
Yo, dog, I heard you like vehicles. And Grolly, what did you get?
A 1.
A 1. Okay. Your pulling does not assist, but you do successfully shove this stroller and mangle it so that it fits, and it is now in the passenger seat of the van. The honey badger Karen is facing directly towards the seat.
Oh, I don't think that's
like
safe.
View.
I think that they have to flip around because otherwise, in the front seat, like the airbag will deploy and kill them.
What?
You should
Just
probably
start chewing through the restraints.
should probably turn you around.
Roll bear to chew through the restraint, but
Wise.
with advantage for your carnage ability. The restraints are leather.
So that's a 3 and a 5. So 3.
You successfully chew through the restraints. You are free. You're under a stroller that is upside down in the passenger seat of a van.
Could you go back there and open up the door for everyone so they can get inside? I kind of can't move on account of I'm like 7 feet tall and it doesn't accommodate me super well. Thanks, Karen.
Shove out of the stroller.
You get out of the stroller.
And then go and unlock the door for the other bears.
Which door?
I'm guessing that it's like a cargo van that has the double doors
sliding.
in the back.
Yeah, it has double doors in the back. So you go to the back and you unlock that. Okay, the back doors are now unlocked.
Get in, losers!
Well,
We're
thank
going
you so
heisting.
much,
We're
darling.
going heisting.
Okay, you all get into the van. Do you close the doors behind you or leave them open?
I close it.
Okay,
Yeah, pull the
you're a
doors closed.
professional. You're all in a van with a stroller in the front next to the driver.
Meanwhile, I've been unsuccessfully trying to get my seatbelt on. I can't
Roll
get it
criminal to
around.
put the seatbelt on.
Oh my god.
While Furiosa is rolling, were there keys in the diaper bag?
Roll criminal.
So I got a 2.
You successfully latch your seatbelt. It fits perfectly.
Nice.
Yes, there are some car keys in the diaper bag.
So, I'm going to fish them out and hand them to Furiosa and say, "Here, darling, I think these are what you need."
Oh yeah, these go in the engine somewhere. I know about this. Okay. And
Roll criminal with advantage to figure out where the keys go.
yeah, I'm a driver. Sure. All right, and that's a hot 1.
Yeah, slides right in, turns right on. Vroom. The van is hot.
All right, everybody, hang on to your butts.
I am so interested in the life story of this lady with the
Oh, yeah.
stroller and the delivery van, by the way.
He has an Etsy shop.
Yeah, this
I
makes
feel
sense.
called out.
You have a. Never mind.
You have a large delivery van.
I guess I'll just like smack the gear shift with my giant polar bear paw and try
Yeah.
to throw this thing into reverse to back it out of the driveway and
Right on.
head down the road.
Okay. Roll criminal with advantage.
Rolling
driving.
criminal. Rolling criminal. That one's not gonna do it, so let's try the second. Whew, second one's a 3.
All right. You manage to get the car out of the driveway and into the street, and you turn it and you don't hit anything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of glass under your butt.
Kinda itchy, but you know. I'm a regular baby driver over here.
Yeah. Plus you're a ghost. And then what? You are in the street.
I mean, we've come
To
this
the
far.
mansion.
Well, I mean, the house is that way, so let's just start driving that way.
The house is up the hill.
Okay,
Yeah, let's go
The
up
hill.
that big old hill.
let's go up the big old hill. And I drop my paw onto the accelerator, putting it through the floor as much as I can, and peel out towards this house up the hill.
Okay, so there's a full moon. You're driving straight towards it. You're going up the hill. Top van speed uphill, which is a solid 30.
Full of bears, full of really heavy bears.
Really heavy
Full of,
bears.
full of 500-pound bears, which is similar to the cargo it normally holds in some way. And it's a cloudy night, and well, there's clouds and there's parts in the clouds, and the sun has gone down, and there's a chill in the air, and it's blowing straight in your face because there's no windshield, and you're going at top human car speed of 30 miles per hour up this hill towards the house. You could see the house in the distance. It's very weirdly shaped. There's like creepy, like the lights are on in certain windows, making it look like it's got eyes. And you approach it after a few minutes. Roll criminal with advantage to drive safely to the house.
Okay. I figured just when I got close, I'd just yank up on the handbrake.
This entire time, Mama is making up the most
5.
bogus bullshit about why the house looks like this.
What is the
So-
bogus bullshit?
Oh, that the house looks like this because there's actually like special glowing honey that they put in each of the windows, and that's what each of those little thingies are. And they put it inside pumpkins too, and the pumpkins taste real good with a bit of honey in the center, and just random stuff.
So apparently this is very distracting because I rolled a 5.
Oh no.
Okay, you get fairly close to the estate where the house resides, and then there's a whole bunch of other cars that are here, and you crash into one of those. That's how you stop.
Real quick, thank you. Someone just subscribed, I believe. Thank you,
Michael
Michael
Wayne.
Wayne, for subscribing. That's super awesome of you.
Thank
you
you,
so
Michael
much.
Wayne.
Thank you.
Do
and,
we leave a note?
Do they leave a note? Oh, do you want to leave a note? Do you know how to create a note?
I can leave a
You
note.
want?
This is probably insurance
All right,
information
Karen
we
can
could
do it.
Karen's gonna go out to the car that we ran into and just like try to scrape boards into the side with her claws.
Oh, good. Roll bear.
That's a note.
It's a message, all right.
That's a 3.
You succeed. What do you write? All right, you've hit a car and you've left a note.
There, left a note. We're good.
Solved.
So we're at this mega fancy ass party. What kind of car is it, out of curiosity?
It's a Lamborghini.
God, yes.
Aw.
Excellent.
It was a Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
A Lamborghini.
Yes.
Oh.
God damn it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can see that this estate has a lot of grounds. There's the big house. There's some kind of smaller building a little bit off of a little bit away from that house, and there's a graveyard on the other side of the house. And there's lots of cars in the drive, filling up the driveway and going out into the street. And the lights are on in the house. Some of them.
Question.
It looks creepy.
What color is the house?
It's hard to tell in this extremely dark place where you're at. You don't know. You'd have to get closer. You haven't gotten all the way up to the house, but you're within walking distance when you crashed.
Perfect
You're
landing.
driving straight.
Need the stroller.
Well, Mama's gonna open up that back door and try and bear handle that stroller on out.
Okay. You successfully open the back door, and you want to get the stroller from the front seat to the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems
All
easier
right.
than getting it back out that windshield.
Okay. Do you want to do it in the way a bear would do it, or in the way a criminal would do it?
Well, I think Mama thinks she's pretty darn smart, so she's gonna try and fold this thing up like she's seen all
Oh,
them humans
good.
do.
Roll criminal to fold the stroller.
Around the seat. In a crowded
That's-
van.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, yes. You successfully fold the stroller in the front, feeling very proud of yourself that
I am. I'm just pleased.
you
as
solved that
punch.
puzzle, because
It's
no
a
one else seemed to be
convertible.
able to know. Yes. And now it fits
Oh.
easily between the front seat and the back area, and you can bring it out easily. It doesn't weigh that much to a bear.
I haul it on out and set it back up, and I'm like, "All right, Karen, your time has come again."
It is badly bent. It has been damaged by this ordeal. It is no longer a full eBay price stroller, but it kind of moves. It kind of folds and unfolds. Just not easy.
Fine, get in the stroller.
Oh,
I can't put the restraints back on though.
They're destroyed.
Yeah.
Frankly, darling, you're probably safer without them.
Yeah, I am certainly safer without them.
Those
Yes.
seatbelts will kill you.
Seatbelts are killer.
Well, let's head on up to this big here house and see if we can't get us some honey.
Yeah, speaking of seatbelts, I guess I tried to extricate myself from the front of this van. I know the doors are supposed to open, but I don't know how, so I kind of just try to shove the driver's side door, like,
Okay.
open with my
so
bareness. Just like,
roll-
"Rawr, open.
Roll bear.
So everybody piles at the back of the van, just starts going, chunk, chunk, as I'm slamming against the side of it, trying to get out. That's a 4, so no dice.
You can't get out of the car. You're stuck in there.
Can I try to like yank on the door to help Furiosa out?
Are
I start
you-
leaning on the horn.
Lovely. All right. There's now a terrible horn noise happening, and you, when you try to open the door and to pull on the door, are you just using brute force, or are you trying to figure out how humans do this sort of thing?
This seems human design. I'm gonna try and figure out how humans do it.
Okay, roll criminal to open a car door.
2.
2. You grab the right part and you yank hard, and it clicks and opens. It swings open.
Hi.
Hey, man. You're an absolute darling. I gotta, pulling the seatbelt up over my head. I'll be out with you in just a second here. I gotta
Yeah.
This seems real complicated. That's, it's a very technical position.
It's
like,
still across your lap. That's the tough part.
No.
Karen just kind of like walks
Karen,
over
yeah.
and pushes the release button.
Roll criminal.
Where did my dice? There you go. That's a 1.
A 1. You perfectly release the seatbelt and it snaps back where it's supposed to go.
Oh, teamwork! That's really good. Yeah. As I
Karen.
tumble out of the car.
Karen, put 1 point into criminal and take 1 point out of bear. Karen's being very competent today. You are free of the van.
Great. I go ass over T-kill out of it.
Very spooky ghost you are.
Okay, where we go? Like looking up at this guy. So where to next?
Right, front door.
The house? Front, yeah.
Ugh.
So there's a small shed on one side. There's a house. There's the big house you haven't really approached yet. There's a graveyard. There's lots of cars. There's the road back down the hill. So you go to the front door?
Yeah.
God help us, that was the plan.
Yeah.
And
All of our
is-
plans are going
bonus.
great so far.
Is Karen in the stroller?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Who's pushing the stroller?
Mama Bear's pushing that big old stroller.
Okay. Roll criminal to push the stroller.
Well, shit, that was a 6.
This is
The
why you gotta
stroller.
leave it to a professional.
The stroller flips upside down because it's so bent. And Karen
Ow.
is knocked on her head.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. And I just reach down and pick her up and plonk her on my hip like she's a little toddler. I will happily do the rest of this heist with Karen on my hip if y'all let me get away with it.
I'm gonna go grab the shattered corpse of the stroller and just drag it behind me.
Okay, you're dragging a stroller behind you.
I
Yeah.
take the diaper bag.
Off the stroller.
Yeah.
Okay. It's full of diapers and baby stuff
And my candy.
And candy.
and your candy. And you approach the front door. You hear music on the inside. You hear people talking. See lights are on. There's a doorbell and there's a knocker.
Right. Here we go. Go and knock on the door.
After a moment, you hear a couple footsteps, and the door cracks open a little bit, and there's a bald human man looks out at you and says, "Hello."
Happy Halloween.
I hold up the stroller.
Y'all got some candy? And I smile my winningest bear smile.
He says, "Do you have an invitation?"
I shake the stroller.
Yeah. 1 second. Reach underneath the hat and pull out the honey candy.
Uh-huh.
Eh?
He takes the honey candy from you. Which honey conglomerate did you say you were from?
We're from Bare Necessities.
Well, I don't think I understand your language, but I wouldn't want to be rude. Do come in. And he steps aside and opens the door. And you see inside are all these people dressed in different kind of expensive costumes, milling about with cocktails in this foyer full of hors d'oeuvres and candy and snacks. There's music playing. Do you all enter?
Mm-hmm.
Is Karen still on Mama's hip?
Not for very much longer, because Karen's gonna jump down and go directly to a bar.
Well, Mama's headed
Okay.
right over there too, honey. You don't have to worry about that.
Mama and baby go get drunk. The man
And that's
who
one for you and one for me.
let you in says, Welcome to HoneyCon 2019. I hope you'll find everything to your liking. My name is Dr. Hennebear Nectar. And I will, if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask. But whatever you do, please do not go upstairs. That is off limits to guests. I love your costumes. And he runs his hand down Grawley's chest.
Beep, beep.
I'm uncomfortable.
I shake the stroller
On
again.
the face, not the chest.
Mama Bear reaches over and covers Karen's eyes. She doesn't want her little one seeing anything like that.
He says, you can drop that in the coat room, referring to the stroller.
I look
And
at
he
the
points toward a coat room.
Okay, I look at the stroller, shrug, and throw it at the coat room.
Okay, roll bear.
Sorry, I cracked myself up. That's a 5.
The stroller smashes into a wall next to the coat room door and clatters to the ground, badly broken. It's it's never going to unfold now.
Okay. And then I smile at the nice man.
And Dr. Nectar looks displeased and walks over to pick up this this garbage that you've given him. Drag it away.
Oh my god. Okay.
You're in a very fancy house, and there are a lot of very rich-looking people here. And there's a big stairway going up with a piece of ribbon in front of it, and there's doors going into various rooms off to the side.
Well, Karen and I headed over to that bar.
You're at the bar.
Yep.
The bartender. The bartender says, "Hey, what can I get you?"
Karen pulls out one of the honey candies and just points to it.
He's like, you want a honey cocktail? You got it. And he goes to the back and gets a bunch of bottles of alcohol and takes a jar of honey. There's many jars of honey behind the bar. He takes one and unscrews it, pours it into a martini glass, pours some various different kinds of alcohol, and stirs it up with what would go in a martini glass with honey.
There's a honey bear bourbon cocktail.
Yeah, that would work really good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
There's a honey bear bourbon cocktail.
This is a real thing.
Okay.
Honey and bourbon go real good together.
They go real good together.
Truth.
All right. You point it to the honey. The bartender knows what he's doing. He makes you a honey bear bourbon cocktail, and passes it over to Mama.
Mama takes it and then goes just keep them coming.
He stands expectantly nearby, looking near you.
Mama
And he clears
hands-
He clears his throat.
Give him the honey candy.
You give him the honey candy. He takes it. He says, "Thanks." He puts it in his shirt and steps away.
So he's left both the honey and the bourbon unguarded?
Well, he's walked to the other end of the bar. If he wanted
I'm
to.
going to climb on over that bar and help
Okay.
myself.
Okay. Roll bear.
3! That's a success.
3. You climb over the bar, and he looks very affronted.
Oh. Mama doesn't care. I grab one of them bottles of Jack Daniel and I take it and I hand one to Karen just for being such a good sport about everything.
Oh,
And
so
I
you-
grab that big old jar of honey and I
Okay.
like try and now both my hands are full, so I'm just gonna climb back over that bar because I'm all happy now. Start
Okay.
sucking on my bottle lid. What did I say?
Well, Fox is like, weren't we supposed to steal something? Hey, she just stole a jar of honey from behind the bar.
Really?
Stolen
I mean,
honey.
it's a
We're
start.
doing good.
No
Uh,
This
problem.
is farther than most honey
Yeah.
heists get with honey.
Can I open up the honey? Is it like normal honey or is it super honey?
It seems normal,
Okay.
as far as you can tell.
Yeah, we're looking for that big score.
Yeah. So,
It's nice honey. If you choose to eat a whole bunch of honey, you can gain an extra point in bear. As needed.
Might hang on to it for a moment.
Okay. The bartender walks over to you and says, guests are not allowed behind the bar. I can get you whatever you want, okay? Just ask from me, okay? I'm Winnie the Pooh, okay? And he walks off.
Gonna just slam this cocktail.
Okay. You slam a human-sized cocktail into your honey badger-sized body.
Oh.
Good plan. Aces.
And you do not give a shit, and it's real good. And people are milling about. They are in various different kinds of costumes and largely not too concerned with your presence.
All right.
Anyone wearing
Minimum.
anything like super shiny, like jewelry or a very obvious wallet?
Very obvious wallet.
There are some people wearing pants as part of their either regular clothes or costume, where you can see the bulge of their wallet in their back pocket.
Okay.
Huh.
What kind of bear are you?
I'm a panda bear and I'm a thief.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna distract them for you.
Yeah, kind of whoever's closest has the. Yeah, just gonna try and slip the wallet.
Okay.
Broly's
So-
gonna try and distract him with small talk.
Small talk. Okay, roll criminal for small talk.
Right. Yeah.
And what is Grawley's specialty?
Terrify.
Terrify. Are you going to terrify him or set him at ease?
Oh, Sam at ease, but I rolled
Okay.
a 6, so did I?
Your small talk is too boring, and he turns away from you.
Ugh.
You do not know how to do small talk. It is a skill.
Can I still try to swipe the wallet?
Okay, roll with advantage. Oh no, sorry. Roll. It's not your specialty.
Yeah, I'm a thief.
Oh, it's if you're using your bear special skill, not your
Oh.
roll. Yeah, you don't get advantage for doing your roll. It's just
Yeah,
it's just
he
your
doesn't
profession.
look
not what
like
you're good at.
bamboo. So
Right.
yeah, that's a 6.
Okay. You stuff your giant panda paw into his back pocket, and he just feels you touching his butt and turns around and says, excuse me. Excuse
Sorry.
me.
Sorry.
What do you
show
think
someone
you're
else.
doing? Were you trying to get something from my pocket?
No, of course not.
Huh. I haven't seen you here before.
I'm new.
Huh. Would you like to see something?
Sure. I'm retired. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, I would love to show you something I've been working on. I think you might find it very interesting. It's right over here. Come with me. And he
This
starts
isn't
walking
Shady at all. Sure.
towards the door.
Which
Follow my
door?
friend.
Which door? Yeah.
One of the many doors that are exiting the foyer into other rooms of this mansion.
Guess Crowley can go too.
Yeah. Buddy system.
Okay, so the two of you accompany this man into another room. In the other room, it looks like there's a lot of beakers and vials and glass tubes running different colored liquid from one place to another place. And the man walks over to a counter and picks up a beaker of green liquid, and he says, "This is something special I've been working on that I think you should try."
Is it honey?
Yeah.
He hands it over to you.
I heard
Is
you're not
it-
supposed to take drinks from people what ain't got the cap still on them, though. This doesn't
Yeah,
seem like it's really
no,
a good idea.
Does it smell like honey? Like, what's the general? No.
No, it smells like nothing you've ever smelled before.
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Jekyll. And you are?
Look, it's got a doctorate.
Minnie.
Oh, he's a doctor. Everything must be fine.
Yeah.
Could I just drink it?
Do you just drink it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. You drink it down. Now that it goes through your on your tongue and down your throat, you realize that it does have some honeyish flavor to it. It's a very strange kind of honey, and you feel good. You feel like you've gotten like even more confidence and even more like bear like power, and you realize that everyone in the room looks like they've gotten a little bit smaller, and the ceilings come down a little bit, and you see your own paws are like your fur's gotten longer, and your like claws have gotten longer, and you are just like twice the bear you used to be, and it feels nice. You're not sure if it's going to be easy to get through the door, but you just kind of just want to like smash stuff.
So that was a hide transformation, right?
Something like that, but
Cool.
for a
That's all I
bear.
need to know. Okay.
And you to put a point into bear, take a point out of criminal.
Does Growly look any different?
Growly looks very different. Growly rapidly transforms into a bigger, more
Grizzly or bear?
grislier bear, more like dog-like, wolf-like, less human-like.
Oh, that's why you needed two hats. It all makes sense to me now.
His proportions are less human and more animalistic than they were, and he's just like and Dr. Jekyll
And
says,
swap the hats.
so explain now what the orientation of the hats is.
Now it is a cowboy hat with a top hat on top of it.
And when you take the hats off, Dr. Jekyll says, "You're a bear." And then you put them back on. But he looks
jig
very
is up!
satisfied.
As soon as he says you're a bear, it's like the jig is up, and I just punch him.
Roll bear.
2.
2. Okay. Yeah, you punch him. He falls down on the floor. He's out.
That was close.
Oh,
this
no.
will be fun.
Now can I steal his wallet?
Yes.
I need his pants.
Yeah, I take his wallet.
Okay, you
I
got
took
it.
his pants.
You take his pants.
No, I leave his pants on.
Yeah,
I don't need to wear them. Boy, human.
they're way too small.
That's fine. Just one
Don't
leg.
think these
It's-
are gonna fit you.
eh.
Maybe you could, like, fashion them into some kind of a third hat. Like a pants hat.
Pants hat. Just tie them on underneath the cowboy hat. Pants hat.
Pants hat.
You take his pants and put them on your head?
Yep.
Okay. Dr. Jekyll is in his underwear on the floor
Is there a
Without a
window?
wallet.
Is there
Without a
window in
wallet.
this room?
and without a pants. What was the question? Is there a window?
Is there a window in this room?
There is no window in this room, but
Yeah.
there are several doors.
Is the
And there's
door to
lots
the
of
main
beers.
ballroom shut? Did like everybody just watch us do this?
They watched you leave the room,
Okay.
but you didn't notice anyone specifically looking in the doorway to see what
Okay.
you were doing.
Is there like a
It's a noisy party.
Is there like a desk or a closet or like a large like a wardrobe? Is there anything?
There's a
let's
bunch
say,
of doors you could
lar-
check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's just open the first door I come across. Just doop doop doop.
Okay.
Poof.
Yeah, you find a closet.
Fantastic. I drag his ass in there.
Okay, he's in the closet. You close the door.
Jump. Yep.
Oh.
There we
Fantastic.
go. Now I've gotten rid of the body. So
Feel better.
Dr. Hannibal Nectar comes into the room and looks around. Is everything all right in here?
yes, no bodies in here at all.
Yeah, things are fine.
It's fine.
Has your friend here been drinking anything Dr. Jekyll's been making? He looks not well.
I feel great.
They're doing good.
All right,
Yeah,
do be
we're fine.
careful.
Just
a lot of
smile at all times. Ooh, really creepy on the bear.
a lot of this is experimental work that I don't recommend you just try willy-nilly.
Oh,
Would
no,
you
their
like
name's
to come-
Growly, not Willy.
Would you all like to come back to the party?
Yeah, we should probably find out what
Yeah.
Mama's up to. I don't really remember what we were doing here.
Or Karen.
Cut to Mama and Karen. What are Mama and Karen doing? Having acquired bourbon and Jack Daniels and honey.
Drinking heavily.
Yeah, Mama's just got done
Yeah.
with that first bottle and getting ready for her second.
Okay, this heist is going great. Robbing the bar, no problem.
I shamble back on over to the bar and I start talking to the bartender and I'm like, hey, y'all, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Could you just give me another bottle of that old Jack there? And what was your name?
I'm Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie. Oh, yeah, you mentioned. I'm so sorry. My mind just goes to pot when I start drinking, you know. Could I get another bottle of Jack, Winnie?
You want the whole bottle? I
Well,
could pour you a
yeah, I
glass.
do. Well, that'll be a good start.
He pours you a glass of Jack Daniels.
I drink the whole thing right down.
He pours another.
I drink that right down, too.
He leaves the bottle.
I say to him, now tell you what. Have you heard anything about this here special honey everyone at this place is going on about? Someone like you must hear everything these folks are telling it.
We don't use any of the special honey in any of our drinks. This is all just standard honey. This is clover honey.
Well, how do I know that you're not using it in the drinks? Is it like kept somewhere special or something?
Oh yeah, that's all locked away. Most of that's either upstairs or in the basement or somewhere they don't even tell me where.
Upstairs or in the basement, or you don't even know? Well, isn't that just a shame, not telling a smart little thing like you exactly what's going on?
I mean, Andrew knows.
Andrew knows. Who's Andrew? Is he as smart as you?
Andrew's the groundskeeper. He knows where everything is.
I guess that makes sense. You need someone look after it all, don't you?
Yes, he's yeah, Andrew.
Sounds like you have some feelings about this, Andrew.
Nope. Can I get you a drink?
Well, I'll take the rest of this bottle, and I tell you what, Karen would like one too if you got another.
All right, but I can't keep handing out bottles all night. You know, like I'm supposed to be, you know, having drinks for everybody at the bar. Just slow yourself a little bit. You know, like stop and enjoy things. Don't rush through life. You know.
Well, since you asked so nicely, honey, I sure will.
What is that costume anyway?
Oh, well, I'm a witch. Obviously.
Okay. And he puts another bottle on the bar and backs away.
Thank you, darling. And I grab both bottles and I hand the slightly more empty one to Karen because Mama's not very nice like that. And say, we got to either find this Andrew or find a way upstairs. Let's find the others and figure out where the hell there we go. And I kind of weave my way through the crowd, slightly
Just gonna
crickety.
follow skin on a bottle.
Okay, do you come back together?
I just have to say, Karen, you've been drinking this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. Fun science fact for the folks at
Karen
home.
doesn't care.
Honey badgers are between 20 and 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Just
They
gonna let
also
you...
don't give a fuck.
Just gonna,
And they don't
Fair
give a
enough.
fuck.
just gonna put that little science fact out there for folks to do with as they see fit.
Look, they can get bitten multiple times by very poisonous snakes, and they just sleep it off.
They can
They
hold their liquor.
Mhm.
Okay.
You come back together in the party, and Grawly is huge and slathering and extra hairy and can't close his arms all the way. He's more muscular than a bear ought to be.
Mama gives his bicep a cheeky little squeeze and goes, "Honey, you've been working out."
Yes, I have. Oh, Karen, you should have some of this.
Garen's just gonna like climb up onto Grawly's shoulder and shove the Jack Daniels bottle in his mouth.
People are starting to look at you.
Nothing to see here, folks.
No,
And-
come here. Was there another bottle of that stuff, or was it just one?
There were lots of beakers and vials in that room, but they're different colors.
Find the green one.
Oh, did you take a green one with you?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, you found
Pass it
another
to
one.
Karen.
Karen.
Does it smell like alcohol or honey?
It has honey in it. It does.
It smells like nothing you've ever smelled before.
Fuck it.
You drink the drink and very quickly feel like you are becoming more and more like a bear, like bigger and even grumpier and
Oh.
even more sadistic and kind of excited. Your fur gets longer and your claws get longer and every part of your body gets thicker and a little longer, but you're out of proportion and you're even less human than before.
The fur kind of grows into kind of like almost a bowl cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
Mama turns to
Karen has
Minnie and
evolved into the haircuts.
And we are coming to our break time.
Mama just turns to Minnie and says, "They grow up so fast."
Don't they though?
This plan's going swimmingly. Yeah, you want to go to break there?
Yeah, we're at break.
Okay, then we're going to be right back, folks. We are going to take just a short little 10-ish minute break so people can go around, go put fluids in your faces and fluids in your toilets, whatever you need to do. And we would like to take a quick moment to thank Roll20, our very excellent sponsor who provides very excellent web tools for doing role-playing stuff like this. We may not be using it right now, but all the time we see it on the channel. It's fantastic. In fact, why don't you enjoy a quick word from our co-founder? I was going to say from our sponsors, but it's actually Throck that reads them. We're going to break. Bye, folks. See you in a minute.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware, it's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And we're back. Take it away, Joe.
Okay. We're back. We are playing Haunted Honey Heist, Bearanormal activity. Our bears have gotten into the house through subterfuge and are currently, by knocking on the door, and are currently mingling in the foyer with a lot of other people, drinking a lot and drinking potions that turn them huge and scary. So far, you've been told that the good stuff is either upstairs or in the basement or somewhere that the bartender doesn't know. And Andrew knows where it is, whoever that is. And Karen has just drunken a Dr. Jekyll potion to turn her into a monstrous version of herself, of a honey badger.
Karen gets more monstrous.
Right.
So
the unstable, murderous honey bear. Where do you go from there?
More monstrous. Karen, please.
Basically a Wolverine.
Karen, please move a point into bear out of criminal. And people are starting to look at you. You are conspicuous monsters. Your bear-like appearance doesn't seem as much like a costume now. You seem like possibly a threat. People are backing away.
So Karen kind of looks around at the people and gently adjusts her fez. And I feel like while she has this very monstrous "I'm going to murder you" look, she's also appearing much calmer. And much more like, no, it's fine. If everything's fine, just move along. It's fine. Shoo shoo.
That's way scarier.
Is that menacing? More subtle menacing?
Yeah, more subtle menacing.
Yeah. People definitely are backing away. Giving you space. You're becoming conspicuous.
Well, y'all, we might as well head for the stairs then.
Okay. I head for the stairs.
Head for the stairs. I got this.
Straight to the stairs.
You head for the stairs. There is a thin ribbon blocking the stairs.
I walk through it.
Yeah.
Okay. You knock through it. Everyone sees you go. You go up the stairs.
No. I was trying to do a distraction.
Oh, what were you doing?
Oh.
Yeah. So, just get all puffed up and be like, "Ha ha! Check out this costume change. Not bad, huh?"
People with their drinks look at you. Are you positioning yourself so that they're looking away from the stairs?
Oh yeah.
Okay. People are looking at you and hearing you go and looking with alarm, and a few people put their drinks down and politely
and bow.
Roll criminal.
That's a good 6.
Not everyone's looking at you. Several people are watching this monstrous honey badger.
Could I use terrify? Oh, fair. Yeah.
Well, no. If you want to use terrify, you can roll with advantage. If you want to terrify them.
No, it's fine. This is fun.
Okay. Other people are watching the other bears, especially Karen with the fez, to see what's going to happen with these strangers who don't seem like they belong here. As Karen is running for the stairs, correct?
Muted.
Yes.
Muted, but I saw a nod.
Yes.
So Dr. Nectar says, please stay on the ground floor. Please stay on the ground floor. Guests are not to be upstairs. Excuse me. As you proceed up the stairs. Yes.
I'm gonna stop and just kind of stare him down for a minute.
Okay. He stares back at you. Roll criminal.
And I loom over him.
Are you trying to terrify him?
Oh yeah.
That is
Roll.
a 2.
Okay. You stare him down, and roll bear with advantage to loom.
3. That'll do it.
Okay. Dr. Nectar looks back and forth between the two of you and takes a step away and says, just please don't touch anything.
Karen just
You
like,
won't.
up the stairs.
Walk
Yeah,
upstairs.
head up the stairs.
So who
Pat
goes
on
up
the
stairs?
shoulder and then walk up the stairs.
So everybody goes up the stairs in full view of everyone.
Lead as you please.
Okay. Up the stairs, you feel like you're being watched, not by the party guests, because you go around the corner, but you feel like you're being watched, even though this is an empty hallway. And there are paintings on both sides of the hallway, and you feel like they're staring at you.
Mama Bear goes up and pokes one of them paintings in the eye.
It's squishy.
Well, that was unexpected. Does it make any sort of reaction?
It kind of blinks and winks.
Mama Bear screams and starts clawing at this painting. So
Roll bear.
oh, that was a 5.
It's a very durable painting.
Okay.
So
Mama Bear's
Karen,
gonna keep screaming and go, Karen, I think this is your department.
So Karen will just start going down the hallway, just like humming and very casually just swiping at the eyes of all of the paintings as she goes along.
I just want to remind Mama that in addition to her other interests, she is the documentarian. And
Oh, yeah.
may be interested in finding a way to record some of this for posterity and for her audience, whoever that may be.
Oh, yeah. Like as the medium, am I getting any weird vibes from any of this?
I'm gonna answer that right after I find out what Karen was just saying. What did Karen do?
Karen is just gonna like be humming and going down the hallway and just swiping at the eyes of each of the paintings as she comes across them.
Okay. Roll bear. With
That
advantage.
is-
Roll bear with advantage for carnage.
So that's a 6 and a 2.
Okay, you swipe through several of the paintings, and you hear ghostly moans of pain as you do so from somewhere.
Shouldn't have been watching me. Fight.
Minimum, you said you were trying to sense whether there's any ghosts
Yeah, other than the one I know about.
Hi.
other than your friend.
If you're looking for ghosts, I'm right here.
No ghost. There's
What?
no ghost.
What does it look like? What do you do when you try to sense ghosts?
Just kind of like close my eyes, sort of like reach my panda paws out to the universe to see if anything is around.
Okay.
Vaguely, strangely. Yeah.
Okay. Roll bear.
2.
You feel a heavy presence. You feel anger and abuse and violence in the mind of whatever force is surrounding you.
I was gonna say, is that just your teammates?
That's basically Karen, yeah.
I mean,
Is this what was the timing of that? Was it like after Karen swiped them? Like
No, it was before and during and
Okay.
after. It was
Okay.
it was an unseen presence.
Okay.
There are lots of doors in this hallway, and you could keep going down the hallway, or you could start checking doors
Did the presence come from anywhere in particular, or was it just all around?
all around.
Okay. Interesting. I open the closest door.
Okay. You see a room with a pentagram drawn on the floor.
That's normal.
Pretty.
Real big, right in the middle. And there's a table off to the side with a crystal ball on it.
I go up to the crystal ball and see if that like amplifies my weird bear medium powers.
You see cloudy forms within the crystal ball.
Okay.
And it seems like it's reacting to your presence, like it's starting to show something. But as your mind wanders, wondering what it is, what to expect, it just continues to swirl. These cloudy substance in the crystal ball swirls, and it starts to, as you looking at it, wondering what to do, as your own thoughts and mind shift, the swirling seems to shift slightly.
Okay.
Do you
You
do anything?
Found some candy.
To
Do you do
Over
anything?
and pop the jawbreaker in mouth.
yeah.
Oh.
Did you do that, or is that a joke?
Yeah.
Okay. So Growly comes over and picks up the crystal ball and puts it in his mouth. Do you react, or are you fine with this?
My reaction is more to not react because this is not remotely what I expected to happen.
Yeah.
None of this is what Minnie expected to happen when she woke up this morning, but this especially not. So she just kind of lets it happen.
Okay. So you kind of freeze in shock. Growly, you have a crystal ball in your mouth. What are you going to do now that the crystal ball is in your mouth? You're quite large, but it's a crystal ball. It's pretty chunky. What are you going to do with the crystal ball?
Something that like he could just like cheek to like suck on for a while, because you have to get through the candy shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
You're just gonna suck on it and wait for the flavor to start.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's pretty bland so far. First layer is pretty bland.
It's a very ghostly flavor.
It's almost like the wrapper's still on it. Just tastes like not much.
How's it taste?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's terrible. Wow.
You spit it out. You still see minimum. You still see some cloudy stuff in the crystal ball that's now covered in saliva, rolling on the floor.
Okay.
Rolling around on the pentagram.
I kind of like, I don't want to touch it because it's covered in Growly's spit, but I just kind of try to nudge it with my foot outside of the pentagram.
Okay.
So it's not in the middle of it. Yeah.
Yes. Sure. You kickball it over to the wall. And it clunks against the wall and stops.
Excellent. Okay. Any honey in the room? Just this weird pentagram and the possible jawbreaker.
No honey in the room, just this large crystal ball. But you do get the feeling from it that it is responding to you. It is reacting to the way that you are addressing it and thinking about it and approaching it.
Positively?
More like it's like an object. Like it's like when you're interacting with something, it's like usable.
It's vibing on your frequency.
Yeah, it's vibing on your frequencies. It's usable by your mind.
Okay.
But only barely.
Ha!
It is.
She's a bear.
But if you don't know what to do with it, Growly can put it back in his cheek, and
I'm gonna
later
pick it up. Kind of like try to maybe like with like a piece of cloth, like if I'm wearing something that I could like cover.
You're not wearing
fur.
anything but a hat.
That's a fair point.
But you have fur.
Yeah, I have fur. Yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up and see if I can get it to respond to me, and then perhaps ask it for the location of any honey that we might be looking for. See if the spirits are going to help us out tonight.
You see a picture forming in the swirling mists inside of the crystal ball, showing the shed outside of the house, just a little ways away across the grounds. The viewpoint of the crystal ball goes into the shed, and where you see a a room with a music box and a bunch of musical instruments, and then goes somewhere deeper into that shed, into a place where you see underground that there's this huge stock of glowing honey. And then the picture fades away.
Thank you, I say to the crystal ball and gently set it somewhere perhaps out of Growly's immediate reach. So I think what we're looking for is outside, actually. In the shed, not here.
Oh. Okay. I start walking back downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, you all walk downstairs. And
Are there windows up here?
Yeah.
I just eat out a window.
Okay. Roll bear.
That's 3.
You yeet out a window. You smash it, just like the windshield, and from the second floor in your giant form, you land on the ground with a thump, and you're outside, and it's a beautiful night. And somewhere, a deer runs away.
Oh, dinner.
Oh, that's one way to do it.
The rest of you are walking down the stairs. Is that correct?
No, I'm going out the window.
Yeah, I'll go out the
You're going out the
window.
That seems like way much more fun.
Okay, roll bear.
What is my bear at right now?
You rolled poorly. A 4, and your bear is what?
3.
Okay, you fall out the window.
Thump.
It doesn't feel good. You are outside, but it was not graceful. It was painful. And so, did someone else go out the window?
Oh, Minnie jumped out after them.
Okay, roll bear.
1.
You land gracefully on the ground.
I love the idea that this is just like 2 bears doing the superhero 3-point landing, and then just right between them, Karen just boom.
Yeah. There's like a little crater.
Absolutely.
And then the last 2 of you, Mama and Furiosa.
I'm walking downstairs.
You walk
Yeah, I'll head
downstairs.
on back down the stairs. Can I ask you, are there any like servers or waiters going around with hors d'oeuvres or anything?
There are.
Are there any with salmon or fish on them?
No, they are. They're bear claws.
Okay.
The pastry. And now that you're looking at the hors d'oeuvres more carefully, you notice that at the centerpiece there's a whole bunch of bear claws, but there's also one literal severed bear claw in the center of the table.
Well, now that's not very neighborly of them, is it? But I'm gonna say Mama can't quite deal with that severed bear claw right now, so she's just going to grab a tray of circulating bear claws from someone who's carrying them around and eat all of them to try and soak up some of that alcohol on her way out the door.
Okay, roll criminal.
3, so that's a success.
You grab a tray of bear claws from a waiter, and the waiter backs away. What are you? Okay, enjoy. And
Thank you, darling. I sure will.
and hurries off to the kitchen. You now have a tray of bear claws
Oh,
that
I
you're
eat them all
devouring.
immediately.
Yeah.
Like,
Just open your maw and hold them up and dump them all in.
I picture it like dog at the food bowl, just like ow, 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 just
Yeah.
right down in it.
Yeah, you're pretty drunk. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Karen, you fell out the window like you were basically like, I'm Superman, but you're just like incredibly smashed, and you just like fell awkwardly headfirst onto the ground. Just like the world is spinning.
Just to describe like my
always does
senior year of uni.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the falling out of second story window drunk.
Is
Uh,
the severed bear paw white by any chance? White
No,
fur?
it's not. It's brown.
Okay. Then I just like look at my ghostly form and go, well, it's not one of mine.
You're a real glass is half full kind of bear.
Yeah. And as I exit the front door, I just pick up the tattered remains of the stroller. And drag it along with me.
The stroller is not there. It's in the.
Oh.
It's been dragged into the coat room.
Great.
Do you want to go get it?
Absolutely. I barge my way in there. I'm looking for a stroller. I think I parked it over here.
Mama follows. Mama is looking for a trench coat.
You are in the coat room, and there's a big pile of coats, and there's a bell on the floor, and the stroller is under a bunch of coats.
Oh, then yeah, we'll just toss the coats aside carelessly and retrieve my stroller, which I will hold up triumphantly.
Okay, and then what?
And then exit the front door of the house. Just yelling back to Mama, I found the stroller. We should go find our friends.
And Mama? Follow?
Yeah, I'm going to swipe a trench coat and follow.
You swipe a trench coat?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll criminal to not have anyone notice that you're stealing their coat.
That was a 6.
Okay. You swipe a trench coat, and as you're exiting the room with the trench coat, do you try to put it on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I want to be a bear in a trench coat 1,000%.
You try to put it on, and it rips right down the middle because you're way too big for this trench coat, with a very loud ripping noise. And someone turns towards you and says, isn't that my coat?
No.
I very, shamefacedly take the torn coat off and, hand it back to them while not quite making eye contact with them.
And then what do you do?
Peace out.
Yeah, I bolt out the front door. Immediately out the front door.
Hey, wait, what about? And you're out. The front door slams behind you. You're outside.
I find my friends.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I start circling the building
and we
to find
head for the shed.
You find your friends. Karen's not looking too well, but the others.
Fine.
Karen's an almost off of her feet giant.
I think you need a ride, friend. Hang on a second. And I start slamming the stroller against the ground, trying to get it to unfold. A fruitless effort, I'm sure, but...
It's pretty broken.
I don't think I'll fit in it anymore.
No, I can make this work. Come here. I can make this work. I can make anything work.
I
just kind of start pushing the stroller against Karen.
Okay.
Get
Against
in! Come on,
Karen.
hop in. I don't think this is working.
Gonna chew one of the wheels off now.
Roll bear. Roll bear with advantage.
2 and a 4, so 2.
You gnaw a wheel off. You have you now have a wheel.
Good call. Now we got a steering wheel for this thing. Let me see that.
It's like this big.
I know.
Karen just looks at the wheel. Just hands it over.
And I just start slamming it against the side of the handle, trying to get it to stick.
It does not.
I'll take it to my mechanic. And then I toss the wheel behind me.
Okay.
So where's the shed?
You can see the shed. It's just a little walk from here.
So over there and pointing the opposite direction. Maybe it's that one. I don't know. There's 4 of them.
Oh, honey.
Come on, Karen. And just Crawley picks up Karen and...
Found a ride!
Oh, yeah, I don't think I can drive Growly. That wouldn't... That's not okay. There's a whole personal bubble side to that I'm just not willing to get into.
It's fine. He doesn't realize you're a ghost.
It's true.
Ghosts? There are no ghosts.
No, but woo. Right? Manny, you get it, right? You understand I'm a ghost, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mama, you know I'm dead, right?
Oh, bless your little dead heart, darling. I sure do.
A cat runs by.
Ooh.
A cat probably knows I'm dead. It's pretty obvious, really, when you think about the fact that you can like see me
Yeah,
through
you're kind
me.
of see-through.
Yeah, you know? I don't know. Some people, it's just weird. They can't really understand what's in front of them.
Magicians! I understand. Magicians and illusions! Yeah?
I am pretty good with a deck of cards. That's true.
I thought I was the drunk one.
Hey, y'all, how about we head to that shed now?
Yes, go to the shed. Please, God.
Yeah.
Go and knock on the door.
There is no answer.
I open the door.
Uh-huh.
The door's locked.
I yank really
Open
hard.
the door.
Roll bear.
1.
You smash the door down.
Yes.
What's on the other side of the door?
Inside, you see a room with there's like a small organ, like not a full-size organ, but like a piano-sized organ.
Are we going Phantom of the Opera now? Please.
And a bunch of
Like a heart, a lung, a kidney.
Yeah, I went somewhere way more crude, and I couldn't. I was like,
not a full-size organ. Piano,
I need pills for that.
an upright piano-sized organ.
pills
At least it's
or a room
upright.
full of bears.
Yeah.
Just saying.
There's or potion. There's a on the wall. There's a picture. I'm sorry. Hang on one second. Just
Don't worry,
make
we'll
sure.
amuse ourselves. Clearly.
Clearly. There is a picture of something kind of like a Frankenstein monster, but with more fur. But it's got the bolts coming out of the neck,
A Frankenstein monster, if you will.
for example.
Aw.
And
I'll just go.
and then there's another picture next to it of a plate of mashed potatoes.
Oh, potatoes would be really good right now.
I think it's two-dimensional. I don't think you can actually eat them.
No.
Try.
You can try.
Well, you could try.
Karen's gonna grab the picture of mashed potatoes and start gnawing on it.
Roll bear.
With advantage, because Carnage?
Yes.
That's 5 and 5.
This is a vinyl print that you cannot seem to get your teeth through. It's very tough.
How's it taste?
I don't know. I think my taste buds are numb. I'm gonna try anyway.
Anything else in the room?
Is that piano?
There's that piano thing, and there's a cabinet.
Well,
There's-
Mama's going to go on over to that piano and see, or that organ, see if she can start playing that thing.
Gonna
Okay. What do you're just playing notes?
Well, I want to play that really famous song from Phantom of the Opera because I'm a giant nerd.
Okay. So you try to feel out that
Mhm.
melody.
Yeah, definitely.
Roll criminal.
Oh, that's a 4.
It's just you're like, yes, spooky.
Sounds so good. Family Odd didn't even take lessons or nothing.
You're really a natural. It shows.
That's amazing. I'm gonna open the cabinet.
You see a whole bunch of sheet music in the cabinet.
Okay. I hand the sheet music to Mama. Is any of it Phantom of the Opera by any chance?
No, it is. It says the Monster Mash.
That's gonna
That's a
sound great on an
graveyard
organ.
smash.
Yeah.
Well, Mama immediately starts mashing them keys.
Roll criminal.
3.
You manage to figure out the sheet music for Monster Mash, and you're picking out the melody on the organ. Sounds really weird on an organ.
one claw at a time.
Yes.
Getting the notes.
And that's it.
That was really beautiful.
Oh, thank you, darling. I hear it gets easier as you practice.
I mean, most things do, but
Yeah.
You know, I just do it to bring joy in people's hearts, and I'm so grateful that what I was able to do could touch you.
That you hear footsteps outside.
Is there any other door in the shed?
No.
Is this the same shed from the crystal ball?
Yes.
can I try? Like, what's the floor like in here? Is it just like wooden boards?
Trap door or something?
It's like a cement floor.
Ah, crumbs.
Any rugs suspiciously or otherwise located?
There are some rugs.
Can I kick them back and see if there might be a door beneath them?
You kick a rug back and you see that there are some edges around what you could imagine it's some kind of a trapdoor, but it doesn't look like you could open it. It's cement. It's just cement near cement.
I hit it with the stroller.
Okay. The stroller is now more broken than it was before. It's bent some more. You hear a voice from outside saying, "What the? What's that?"
Is
Reach
that
out and
Andrew?
grab who it is and just pull them in.
Roll bear. You're the monsters now.
That's one.
You grab a little man from right outside, and he yelps as you pull him in, and he says, hey, what are you all?
Honey.
What are you all doing in my shed?
I was pretty clear. Honey.
He looks around at you. Are you gonna kill me?
I mean, I'm already dead, so, like, I'm not super interested.
Mama hands over the rest of her bottle of Jack in case he's wanting something to calm his nerves a little bit.
He hesitantly, his hands are shaking, takes the bottle of Jack. Did you
Mama
ever?
makes a bottoms up, bottoms up.
He takes a little swig. He says, are you all trying to get downstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
I shake the remains of the stroller.
No one's supposed to go downstairs except me.
Well,
Well, why don't you go downstairs and just conveniently leave the door open?
As you see him more clearly now, and
That's good thinking.
that he's come in. He was lit from behind by the moon before. You see that he is his half of his face is covered by a mask.
Yes.
Yes.
You must be Andrew.
He says, I'm Andrew Lloyd Webbear.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I really don't like people in my shed.
Well, I tell you what,
Not
Andrew, you let us
people.
downstairs and we won't be in your shed anymore.
I don't want to be a part of this. This is too much.
Just lean over him and basement now.
You just have to sing it. And he tries to get away. Do you try to stop him?
God.
Oh yeah.
Roll bear.
Unless Karen wants to stop him instead. That's 2.
He tries to get away. You grab him. You grab his ankle, and he falls down on the floor, scratching at the floor, trying to get to the door. You have him.
Gonna sit on his
Aaron.
back.
He says, "Just sing it. Just sing it."
You're gonna need to be a skosh more specific.
It.
Oh yeah. I don't have to know. It.
Oh, hang on, y'all. And I head back over to the organ and I start painfully, one claw at a time, plucking out the Monster Mash melody and trying to like sing along with it. So
Okay.
I
What is
actually legit don't know the melody for Monster Mash.
I
I think
was
it's just like
working
a
on Monster
good talking.
Does
It
anyone
was a
know it?
graveyard smash.
Thank you.
I was working in my lab late one night when my eyes beheld a something sight. Been a few
That's
years.
about all we can sing for copyright.
It was the content ID. It caught us all in a flash.
There's a rumbling sound from below you, and the organ starts to move,
Ah.
and right up from under your fingers, and it slides to the left, and you see a
That's a different
passage.
song.
And then a slide to the right. Okay.
You see a
I'm gonna put my hands on my
passageway,
hips.
Bring
passageway
your knees in tight.
leading downwards. Some stairs leading downwards revealed behind it.
Well, let's head on down.
Mhm.
Then we can leave this poor man in his shed and he won't have to worry no more.
And we won't be in the shed, so it's all fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming with.
He looks terrified. How are you dragging him along? You currently have him by his ankle. He's on the floor face down.
I've got a stroller.
That's fine. Just dragging him by the ankle. It's fine.
Down the stairs.
Yeah.
This is like a reverse of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
I think when Christopher Robin would drag Winnie the Pooh down the stairs in the morning by his ankle.
God. As he's being dragged down, I just look down at him and go, "Nice hat, by the way." He's got the mask on.
hat, it's a mask.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's on your head though. It's like a hat for your face.
As he's being dragged down the stairs, and he's trying to keep his mask on while also trying not to have his nose hit the stairs, trying to protect his body, bumping over the stairs. Roll bear, Raleigh.
Oh.
Who?
Okay. Are you trying to injure him or keep him safe?
Let's see. With
Or you don't
one
care at all?
potion, Don't care at all. Yeah.
And are you at all interested in his attempt to keep his mask on? None. No interest. Okay. He at the bottom of the stairs, he is badly bruised and his mask has been smashed and is no longer on his face.
Oh,
He's still face down, crying.
we broke his hat.
Oh. Oh wait, no. I would not have damaged a hat. Hats
All right,
make
so
you human.
small rewind. You're gentle enough with him that he does manage to keep his mask intact with one hand as he's dragged down the stairs. At the bottom of the stairs, you see a chamber, just as Minimum saw in the vision, with a table with row upon row of glowing honey in jars, large jars.
Honey.
Let's
Do we
get
still have
the
the diaper
jars
bag?
of honey. Yeah.
Oh, I've got the diaper bag. We have the diaper bag.
It's a
Empty
honey
it
bag
and start
now.
stuffing it with honey.
Yeah, I take the diaper bag and like dump it out. Like just
Okay, there's
All the-
diapers everywhere.
yeah, everything.
Wait. The lasers.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Doors?
Where are the laser
there- okay,
doors?
Is there baby powder in the diaper bag?
Yes.
Can I take that and like fling it to see
Sure.
if it lights up the lasers?
Sure, it does. You do see a bunch of green lasers that are slowly moving in front of the table.
They're moving?
As a thief, would I have as a bear thief, would I have any experience with moving laser grids that I would be able to get like
No.
acrobatics? I didn't think so.
Well, not experience with lasers, but I mean, acrobatics perhaps.
Well,
I mean,
I-
you can
Do
can
the
try
lasers-
things.
I have a question about my spectral form.
Yes.
Does light pass through me?
You've never tried to have light pass through you. Do you want to try?
We established at the beginning that you are translucent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Translucent.
But
So
also
there's
that I
okay.
can't move through walls, so...
Yeah.
You're translucent.
No,
you
you
were,
can't move through cars.
That's true. I can't move through car doors.
or you
Be
couldn't at the time.
specific.
And you're translucent, not exactly transparent, certainly not invisible, but
Mm.
not always opaque.
The lasers don't look like bamboo, do they?
No, not especially.
That's a bit of a reach.
Are the walls at all like climbable? Like, are they smooth? Are they rough?
They are rough. You could try to climb them.
I would like to try to climb them.
So what is your plan? You're trying to climb over the entire laser area?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go up one wall to where the lasers don't go to the ceiling, then climb horizontally and jump down. Is that what
Holy crap.
you want to do?
If that's what it's gonna take, yeah, that's the best plan so far.
Okay. Roll criminal with advantage.
Ooh, double twos.
Okay, you climb expertly because you are what kind of bear are you?
I am a black bear. I get bear expertise in climbing.
You have expertise in climbing, and as a black bear, you claw your very sharp claws into the rock face of the wall and climb all the way up to just above where the lasers are and manage to scoot over rock climber style one limb at a time and then hop down safely on the other side of the lasers. You are now on the far side of the lasers near the table of honey. Now what?
Is there anything over here that would help disarm the lasers?
A
Not
big
that
button
you'd
that says
recognize.
laser off.
There's just a button.
Yes, flip over,
Okay.
Andrew.
My next plan is, how heavy are the jars of honey?
They're like this big.
So I could potentially toss them to my like
Yes.
compatriots.
Yes,
This is
you could.
absolutely a good plan. This is a great plan. This is a fantastic plan that can't
Excellent.
possibly go wrong. This
Gonna
plan
go
is
fine.
bulletproof.
Unless someone else has a better idea, I'm gonna start tossing jars of honey at y'all.
There isn't a big button labeled, lasers,
Lasers
and
off.
off anywhere, right?
No, there is not.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Yes, flip Andrew over. How do you turn off the lasers?
He screams. Do you want to roll to terrify him and to try to get
Yep.
some answers?
Definitely. That's a 1 and a 6. I'll
Okay.
take the 1.
Yeah. He says, I can turn them off from upstairs, but please let me go.
I'll go with you.
So you do.
Yeah.
So you let him go and you babysit him. And you go upstairs and is he walking in front or are you walking in front on the stairs?
He's walking in front, but within claw distance.
Within claw distance. Okay. When he gets to the top of the stairs, he makes a break for it.
Nope.
Broken open door. Roll bear. Roll bear with advantage to carnage him.
God.
Oh no, that's a 4 and a 6, and my bear's 3.
You're extremely drunk, and this is not your best carnage day. You're like, I got it, no problem. And as you reach for him, you think your like lightning fast reflexes are working. They're not. You're kind of reaching, and you're like, no. And he's gone out the door.
Gonna
And he
just
runs.
yell,
He runs away into the night. Do you chase him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go after him.
Okay.
No.
So the just for a moment, we'll cinematically look at what's happening here. someone dressed like the Phantom of the Opera is running through the moonlight across the estate, screaming, while an enhanced honey badger is drunkenly lumbering along after him.
Come back!
Roll bear to catch up.
I'm sorry, wearing what kind of a hat again?
A fez.
Wearing a fez. Thank you very much.
Important
The fez
distinction.
has not fallen off.
I am
That's
so
a
happy
3.
right now.
A 3.
And my bear is 3.
And your bear is 3. I haven't been moving your bear around enough. But you catch up to him, move a point from bear into criminal because you've successfully tackled him on the grounds. You're closer to the house now. He was running to the house, and you've just tackled Andrew Lloyd Webber, and
Chris
he's
just
flat on
swept
his
the
face
second
again.
time.
Just gonna like pick him up and throw him over my shoulder and take him back to the sheds.
Okay, roll bear because you're not quite as large as he is, but you are juiced up. So roll bear to pick him up and carry him.
That's 4.
You pick him up.
You just got a point in bear, right?
No, I took a point away from
away.
bear.
Oh.
When you succeed, you lose a point in bear and get a point in criminal. You become smarter and less tough. You try to pick him up and put him over your shoulder, not quite understanding how much larger he is than you, and you are now trapped under Andrew Lloyd Webber, who was just you just tackled him, so he's still kind of like not gotten up yet. He's been dragged downstairs. He's bruised. He's having a real bad night, and he's just collapsed on top of you. What do you do?
Should have had less booze. I'm gonna just like start poking him in the side and be like, lasers, lasers.
He comes to and scrambles off of you, and stumbles backwards and stares at you in terror.
Lasers.
It's in the cabinet. It's in the cabinet. Please don't hurt me.
Okay, just goes back to the shed.
You look in the cabinet, and you find behind the sheet music a control panel.
How many buttons are on this control panel?
It's a little hard to tell because you're super drunk. There's several.
I'm gonna start pushing them then.
Okay, roll criminal.
That is a 3, and my criminal is 4.
Okay, you get the right combination of buttons, and downstairs, after hearing a bit of a scuffle and a bit of a run, you see the lasers flicker off.
Mama, you did it!
I did. I sure did. So, everyone come on over and help yourself to some of this fantastic looking honey.
Is anyone eating the honey?
Oh,
yes. Immediately.
I want to open up one of the jars and just take a big old sniff.
Okay.
Open up one of the
eating,
jars and shove my face into it.
Who's eating the honey? Furiosa's eating the honey. Who else is right away having some honey?
Raleigh.
Karen will amble downstairs
Raleigh.
and enjoy some honey.
Okay. Anyone else?
Minnie.
Minnie's eating some honey. Mama, just smelling it.
Taking a big old sniff.
Okay.
Savor
So
in the moment.
everyone except Mama put a point into Bear. Take a point away from Criminal. And also, you feel like you have some additional insight, and you feel like you have a heightened sense of the other bears around you and what they are, what they're thinking, and what their motivations are. And you also get really hungry, but not for honey.
Oh, God.
Each of you that just ate the honey, you feel a strong compulsion to eat the other bears.
We're hungry for brains?
Bearings.
How's that work with Ghost over here?
I'm not entirely corporeal. It's very strange.
Brawley's tackling Furiosa, trying to bite her brains.
As soon as Mama sees that, she's going to climb up the wall and try and get away from folks.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna shout, "Oh no, not again!"
Brawley roll bear, Mama roll bear.
That's
Is it
a
bear or
1.
criminal to climb? It's bear.
That was a
you got a
success.
1. Furiosa, you're just complaining. You're not trying to do anything about this attack.
Sure.
No, I'm you. That's
Yeah, I
valid.
know. It's
You've been killed before.
not the first time I've died.
Do you just go? You just let it happen, or do you do something?
Sure.
Wait, is anything actually going to happen?
Yeah, I don't know what's about to happen here. Fuck it.
We'll see. So Grawley Monster Grawley tries to maul Ghost Furiosa to consume some of the ghost flesh, and it hurts.
Ow!
It feels like someone's biting you.
You know I'm still capable of feeling pain, you maniac. Sweet Jesus.
Okay.
Karen's gonna go ahead.
Grawley is continuing to try to chow down on Furiosa. What was Mama doing?
Mama was going to try and climb up away from whatever that is.
Mama, roll bear with advantage.
I did, and it was a success.
Okay, you climb up and cling to the wall.
Oh, yeah. Out of reach.
Yes. Karen and Minimum, you have the strong urge to consume bear flesh of other bears.
No bear looks like bamboo, right? I'm gonna keep asking.
No bear looks like, well, do any of the bears look like bamboo? No, not particularly. But you do have the desire to eat bear, which you're a vegetarian, but this is new.
Yeah, this is very new.
Yeah.
Can we say that Karen and Grawley, with their like extra long locks that they're like hanging down in dreads that are kind of bamboo-ish?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you see their matted fur does look a bit like bamboo. Looks pretty good.
All right.
Bamboo.
This is such a bad idea considering what I've seen Karen do, but I'm gonna try and eat her anyway.
Minimum is now trying to attack you, to eat you, Karen. What do you do?
I'm
wait a minute. Karen, oh no, you came downstairs. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Organs
Karen is
were
going to
eating
try
each
to eat
other.
Minimum back.
Okay. So
Fucking Christ.
roll bear, each of you. Except Karen, do it with advantage because of carnage.
Do I get anything because of the bamboo situation?
Yes, you do. You get advantage to eat the matted fur dreadlocks that look like bamboo.
That is a 3 and a 2.
I got double 3s.
Okay, so you're now chowing down on each other. It's a weird mutual consumption thing. But minimum, you're just eating the fur, and it's just coming right off. You just like chewing it and swallowing it, and that monster fur is like clumping away. It's like you're shaving her very sloppily.
You needed a
It's gonna be
haircut.
the grossest bear zoar.
So we're a bunch of criminals in the middle of a heist, and we're all trying to now kill each other. Was this directed by Quentin
Bambies.
Tarantino?
Oh.
Just asking questions.
And
It's off
Karen,
to you.
Karen is and everyone can ask, is this for? But Karen is now doing her best to eat parts of Minimum's body. Minimum, are you allowing this to happen while you have your meal? While you
No.
eat her? What are you doing?
Trying to, while continuing to eat Karen's fur, try to, so is she in her juiced up monster state as panda bear sized or still
No.
smaller?
Still smaller than you.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and like move myself that I am out of range of her, but I can still eat.
Okay. Roll. You can still eat. Explain that.
Try to just like get out of range of her jaws as much as I can, like move my body so it's like I don't know how physics works. It's like past midnight where I am.
Just take a paw and place it on Karen.
Yeah, it's like no, you can't move.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the thing that you, yeah.
Roll bear.
Yeah. 6. This doesn't work.
No, it does not work. Karen is getting some of you. You're losing this battle against Karen. Karen, you are conscious of what you're doing, and you do have you have more in your brain than just the desire for flesh. You're not a mindless zombie. So it's up to you whether you want to embrace what's happening or try to prioritize anything else. Do you wish to fight the urge?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight the urge.
What are you going to focus on instead? What's important to Karen? Besides eating bear flesh.
That's
like murder is what drives
Yeah.
Karen.
it is. That's the problem I'm having.
It's not usually directed at bears, right?
It's not usually directed at
Is
bears,
it?
or it's not usually directed.
Honey Badger don't give a shit.
And it's and you're also here for the big score, which you were just about to get.
So I think Karen is going to attempt to eat more honey to satiate this hunger.
Oh God.
Okay.
When in doubt, double down.
Karen switches her attention to consuming a second jar of honey. Move another point into bear, out of criminal. Grawly and Furiosa, as you start to adapt to this reality of having this urge, you are aware that you have other priorities in your mind than just eating bear flesh. What are you doing or trying to do? Or are you just all the way gung-ho on eating each other?
Yeah, fuck it. I bite back. Fuck it.
Roll bear.
Sure. Maybe if I consume the flesh, I shall become as flesh. Of course, if I roll a 6.
Grawly is a big monster, and it's not that easy to bite on. Grawly, what about you?
So, how does Furiosa taste?
Furiosa tastes weird, like a meal forgotten.
Wow. Poetical.
No.
This is not what you expected. You don't know what you expected, but it wasn't that.
I have that
now
effect on
Grawly
people.
doesn't care about bear flesh if that's what it tastes like. It's nothing like honey.
Well, you are now aware that Karen is going full zombie mode on minimum.
Start grabbing honey.
Okay. You're grabbing honey. Where are you putting it? Or are you
Diaper
just
bag.
I've got the diaper bag.
Ah.
Still.
Oh.
Minimum's got the diaper bag.
That's all over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take that upstairs then. Not getting in the middle of that. That's Karen over there.
No, Karen has like stopped going after minimum though.
Oh yeah,
pounding honey.
Karen is now pounding honey. The glowing honey that has done this to you. Karen's having more of it.
Yeah, upstairs.
How
Start
many?
Carrying it out and get it to.
Okay,
Start
so
getting it to our getaway van.
You're unconcerned with what's happening with Karen. Minimum, you're not feeling great. What are you doing? I mean, you were eating the hair.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was
but you were
fine.
also
Now I'm
also
bleeding.
bitten. Yeah.
Do I also kind of get the reminder that we were here for something other than?
Yeah. After the initial rush wears off, you still have the urge, the desire.
Isn't it bamboo?
But that's not bamboo, and you have other things in that matter to you besides eating bear flesh.
Yeah. I'm a vegetarian anyway, so.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to eat Karen's fur. And
okay.
Sorry for the haircut.
Fine, I need one.
And go grab just shove as many jars of honey into the diaper bag as I can.
Okay. Karen now looks significantly more like Michi.
Am I bleeding? Do
I bleed?
Are you bleeding?
Yeah, you're bleeding a little ghost blood. It's kind of like you're not quite sure how your biology works, but it seems to be biology. Like you're kind of alive. This is life after death.
Is it like nearly headless Nick or something?
It's like Beetlejuice.
Oh God. Hey, I'm bleeding. It's kind of like Beetlejuice. This is very weird. I didn't know I could, but I'm learning a lot about myself today. Like, for example, I can still feel pain, which is not good. And I also bleed real bad when people take chunks out of me. I hope those grow back. It could be really inconvenient. Also, ow.
Holograms taste terrible.
I'm the ghost, you big idiot.
If you were a ghost, you wouldn't be bleeding and I couldn't bite you.
If I was a hologram, I wouldn't be bleeding and you couldn't have bite me.
Really good special effects. Carry.
I'm going back to the car. I'm gonna just go back upstairs, dragging my stroller with me, pushing my guts in. Yeah.
And Crawley, you had a bunch of jars of glowing honey.
Yep.
And where are you going?
To the van.
Okay. Minimum?
Yep, taking my diaper bag full of honey jars and going back to the getaway car. Yep.
Okay. Karen?
I would like to consume 2 more servings of honey.
What are your scores now?
Before the consumption of honey?
Before the consumption of honey.
I have 4 in bear and 2 in criminal.
Okay. You change your bear to 6 and your criminal to 0. And if your bear stat ever reaches 6, you flip out bear style and lose it, presumably to be picked up by animal control in half an hour or so. So please explain, beyond attempting to eat people, how do you flip out and lose it?
So this honey is making me just continue to crave bear flesh, right?
Yep. It's getting stronger the more you eat.
I don't want to eat my friends.
Right.
So I'm going to go back to that mansion.
Yeah.
And just start rampaging through this party.
Yeah.
Because, damn it, I need flesh.
Right
and
on.
I haven't gone on a good carnage spree yet.
Okay. So from the mansion, the rest of you hear screams and cries and loud bangs and like occasionally from what those of you passing by the mansion to get to the van, you see like splatters of blood against the window, and it's just like inside of this contained space, the most horrific things are happening, and you cannot see what they are, but you can hear them.
Oh, good, a distraction. That's it's a good thinking on Karen's part. We're really gonna get away with this now.
Consummate professional.
And Mama, unmute. Mama, didn't forget about you.
Okay.
You saw the worst thing you ever saw from up on top of the wall, from high up on the wall. What do you do?
I think Mama's gonna chill in this basement a while longer. Just wait and make sure they're all like nice and far out of there. I've got a jar of normal honey. I might go for that. See if I can finish that bottle of Jack's.
Good call.
I'm good down here.
Okay.
I'm good down here.
So as they're leaving, the last person out while Mama's still there is Minimum. Do you just walk out? Do you know that Mama's up on the wall,
Hey,
hanging there like a cat?
Are you coming? I'm not gonna eat you. Promise.
Yeah, I'll be along in just a moment, hon. Don't you worry your little head about me. I'll meet up with you guys back at the warehouse.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Bolt.
Okay.
See y'all later.
You bolt. Minimum, Furiosa, and Grawly back at the van, still kind of hungry, loading glowing jars of honey into the back of the van. You hear the commotion from the house, and as you said, a distraction. What do you do? Do you close the door and drive away? Do you wait for anyone? Do you go to help?
I put a big paw right on the horn, just
Okay.
to see if anybody responds to it. And when they don't, it's like, well,
Yep.
that's more for us, I suppose. Totally losing
Are
my
you
fucking
all
voice.
hungry? We should get some takeout. I hear Panda Express is really good.
Hey!
Damn.
I sit in the back and look offended.
Yeah. There is a
Slowly
panda
turn
here.
and smile.
And you drive away. Sorry. The van is largely totaled. Do you attempt to drive it anyway?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Okay, roll with advantage.
Oh God. Is there any way I could use a
Roll criminal.
flashback here to like raise my
Absolutely.
criminal?
You can always do a flashback to increase your criminal.
Fantastic. So it says if we flash
Send
back
us- Send us back to a time when you were planning this heist.
a kinder,
and-
gentler time.
Yes, and when
Yeah.
you were all together. Where were you? Set the scene.
Well, the instructions here say that we're planning out the heist over coffee and cigarettes in the back room of the seedy bar,
That's
Which I'm
one
sh-
way to go. Anything
I'm-
similar to that.
which I'm sure what all of the responsible bears were doing. Not me so much. I was like out up front because I've got a crazy taxi machine, and I
crazy
was getting a crazy taxi machine. It's a video game wherein you
okay.
drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, it's make some crazy money. And I was very, very much getting in some time on this. I'm gonna get some time on the simulator. If you could borrow me $1, I gotta go in there and get some driving in.
So you were in an arcade.
Yeah, I was at a crazy taxi cabinet, just with my giant polar bear paws.
Who was with you?
Wow.
Everyone?
You know what? Honestly, sure. Because, I wanted to reassure everybody that I absolutely know what I'm doing. See, that pedal, it makes the noises and then you move forward. And then that pedal over there, I don't know what it's for. But we'll figure it out when we get to that point. Anyway, the steering wheel goes like this. And, that's how I learned to drive.
And anyone else at the arcade doing anything in this flashback scene? Long before anything went bad.
If this isn't a
DDR.
bar, you can bet Mama's at the bar
DDR.
drinking.
Yeah.
There's a bar.
Totally
Oh yeah,
doing
Mama's
DDR.
drinking some of them cocktails.
Oh,
Dance
and
Dance
Crawley's doing
Revolution.
DDR. Okay, so two of you are doing DDR, breaking the machine with your gigantic 600-pound
yeah.
bodies.
Ugh.
And what is Karen doing?
Karen is very intently watching as Furiosa is explaining what the pedals and everything do.
Okay, learning through osmosis how to drive.
Yes. It might come in handy someday.
Very good.
God.
So flashing back to where we were, Furiosa put a point into criminal out of
Sick.
bear.
Okay. Thank God.
And roll with advantage to drive the broken van.
All right, that one's no good. Oh, thank God it's a 1. So yeah.
Okay. It's not. It's cosmetic damage, really. It's just a little bit of a crumple on the radiator in the front, and everything's still working well enough. So you get it into gear and crack it away from the Lamborghini that it smashed into, that you scratched ha 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 into as a note, and circle it around and zoom on down the hill. Anyone who might have been concerned or chasing you is very busy inside with the rampaging mad honey badger.
Cut
Who's
to
lost.
Mama in the basement, sticking her hand in the honey pot and eating it and crying.
Oh.
With a bottle of Jack Daniels.
With a bottle of Jack.
And a bottle of regular honey, surrounded by dangerous glowing honey. Congratulations, 3 of you have gotten away with quite a score. This is some weird honey you got.
Yeah. Do we want this honey? Is this good? Is this...
You
We'll make a
accomplished it.
fortune on the secondary market.
Nice. And we close our story. And that is the tragedy of Haunted Honey Heist, Bearanormal Activity.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I'm so happy right now.
Same. That was great.
That's
I
excellent.
love banana cakes and I love it.
Holy shit, that just happened.
Yeah, it did. It just happened.
Because it got super messed up at the end, I want to take a self-care moment to go around and discard our characters actively, and say what our real name is, and a way in which we are different from our character, and also where viewers can find us on the internet. Starting, I'm looking at the Zoom interface. I'm going to go in this order, starting with Furiosa. That's you.
That's me.
Take off your metaphorical name tag of Furiosa, and
Okay.
And there you go. And tell us your real name and how you're different from Furiosa.
Okay. Well, hey folks, I remain Fox Barrett at Fox_Barrett on Twitter, where once again I find myself deeply inactive. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like it's mostly in my accent is really how I differ from Furiosa, if I gotta be honest with you. I don't so much sound
you're
like this
alive.
normally. Oh, yes, I am corporeal. This is... Please don't eat me. Yeah, that's how I'm different from this bear. I'm also not a bear. I mean, closer to a twink, really. But anyway, so should I plug stuff now, or do I just keep making
We'll
things
revisit
awkward?
that question when we get to Captain Jack.
Okay. You want me to plug now, or?
Yeah, plug now.
Fantastic. I would love to plug. That's my phone yelling at me. Get the fuck out of here, phone. All right, let's just run them down. Saturdays at 7 Eastern time, I run the Scum and Villainy game here on the channel, Stars Asunder. A couple of my players are in here. I suspect they'll call themselves out as they come around. Hopefully we'll be back on this week. We shall see. Sundays, I am part of the Shadowrun game, Emerald Knights and Neurospikes, over on Devil's Luck Gaming. That's twitch.tv/Devil's Luck Gaming, at 8 Eastern on Sundays. Our co-founder Drock is part of that. He's super great and amazing as a GM. We occasionally give guns to children. It's messed up. The game's weird and wild. Sometimes we did a terrorism. Oh my god. Sorry, I just remembered what our last session was. Monday nights at 9:30 Eastern time. You already know what it is. I am always here for side quests, but I am often invisible. This is a rare treat for me to actually be on camera. I produce the show, and next week, I think we've got a Fate core game coming up. They're going to be running Fate. Last week, go catch the VOD if you can. They were playing 10 Candles, which was also spooky, but like legitimately and not like this absolute fucking nonsense. And then finally, Wednesdays over at on the Steve Jackson Games channel, twitch.tv/Steve Jackson Games, I am part of Live in the Labyrinth, where we are playing the Fantasy Trip, and I am a orc lady who casts spells with an arquebus, which is a lot like a musket, except that it doesn't work no more, so I mostly just club people with it. It's pretty fantastic. Sometimes I write stuff for the Patreon. I'm our content manager over on the Discord. You can find me places on here. So hi, that's me. I gotta fix my hair now because I just saw myself in the camera.
Right on. Grawley, Captain Jack.
Oh my gosh, I feel cold again, and it's wonderful. Hey everybody, I am Capjack, or at Captain J Cross, and I do not yell at people until they do what I say, nor do I devour the flesh of the innocent for the most part. So yeah, I'm pretty not Grawley, and I'm not like a crazy Mr. Hyde Bear, but you can, however, find me all over the welcome to the party here. So on Friday nights, I am part of our Blood and Shackles game, and then on Saturday night, as Fox mentioned, I am part of Stars Asunder, where we are space bastards, and it is glorious. On Friday nights, we are pirates, and that's kicking off and being weird, and we've made choices there. Terrible choices already. But let's see, outside of that, and coming in December, look for me in a Scion game that will be announced in the future.
Is that December?
Oh my
It is
God.
now, yes. Yeah, this is also my first Honey Heist, and it is a game that I've wanted to play forever, and it was a blast, though. It got weird and it got murdery, but it was still hilarious and fun. Yeah, that's me.
Just a quick ditto on that last point. I've heard a lot about this, never got to play it before. Joe, I think you're muted.
We can't hear you.
You're right. Thank you. Sorry.
Nice.
I also have never played Honey Heist, and I have also been wanting to play it. And I was like, but it's also Halloween. Let's put some spooky stuff in there. And then it got weird. Michi?
Hi, I'm Michi. You can find me on Twitter at Michisaurus. I am here on Saturday nights in the Scum and Villainy game, Sunday afternoons in our Legend of the Five Rings campaign, which is currently on hiatus, and then Thursday nights for Millennium Nights, which is a hack of Powered by the Apocalypse, and we are legally distinct from the Power Rangers. I typically don't tend to go on murderous rampages or jump out of windows or try to eat my friends. So I'm very much not really Karen.
So rarely do you do any of those things.
You know, sometimes you have to do
Rarely,
these things.
if ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. Mama.
Yeah, so I'm Ulfrig online. Finding me is a bit tricky because I tend to keep a low profile, but I will be on Chromatic Chimera on the 29th playing Kobolds Ate My Baby, because why not? And ways that I am different from Mama. Oh, well, I do tend to put little ones on my hip, so not that. But I don't like Jack. I don't like Jack Daniel. It tastes pretty bad.
That's the big difference.
That's the biggest difference.
What do you like instead of Jack?
Oh, BC craft beers. Yeah.
There you go.
We've got a
That's the
great
big
craft beer
difference
scene
between
here.
you and your character. Excellent. Perfect. And Minimum.
Yeah, so I'm Sarah. I am at Cordelia's with an X instead of an O on Twitter. Otherwise, I don't have consistent branding across the internet, so I'm kind of anything, anywhere. I am different from Minimum in that I don't try to steal random people's wallets. Not usually a thing I do.
Good.
And I would take my crown off, but it's actually taped to my headphones and I think also my hair. So
Ooh.
it's stay on for the minute.
Yeah,
It's an
same.
off-camera situation.
Same.
And I was in the 10 Candles game last week. Definitely super freaky, especially when my lights turned themselves off mid-stream.
Oh,
So
wow.
that was fun.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that's
Fantastic. Well, thank you all so much for playing. I'm Joe Sondow. I'm at Twitter on Joe Sondow. You can see it under my face. and I stream occasionally on Welcome Party and occasionally elsewhere, occasionally on my own channel. And I tweet a lot, and I have a lot of Twitter accounts doing various weird things. But thank you all so much for playing this. I was at Big Bad Con all weekend and had no idea how this was going to go. I just wanted to put use as many of the puns as I could without taking away your ability to do whatever ridiculous things you wanted to do. And I think it worked pretty well.
Beautifully.
I especially enjoyed
Absolutely.
your learning to be criminals intro scene, stealing candy from babies. With the introduction of the never forgotten, never lost stroller that got worse and worse, but was never left behind.
Nope. Gotta go back for it. If you put the stroller on the mantelpiece in Act 1, you have to drag its broken form into your van in Act 3.
At the very end. Yeah.
Chekhov's stroller.
This is screenwriting 101, people. Come on.
It's still your stroller.
Damn
and
right.
that's the real win at the end. 3 of you got away with some honey that you can sell.
Honey
that does terrible things. All right. What's our wrap up?
Our wrap up is that we are going to raid Dumpstack Charisma because there's someone I could find who's actually on. So as ever, we want to thank our amazing sponsors. We encourage you to check out our Patreon and our Discord. And of course, as soon as I enter this raid command, which is totally going to work. Oh, it's totally going to work. Get ready to give all kinds of wonderful love to the people over at Dumpstack Charisma. Wave goodbye, everybody. Bye.
And thank you for doing all.